is back. I would like to officially now uh, congratulate you, Usyk, on your subscribe button.
Oh, thank you.
Twitch.tv/musicmusic.
Oh my god.
God damn it.
Like and subscribe. Follow and subscribe. Did you know that if you have Amazon
Stop.
Prime,
Stop. Just.
I don't even have working emotes yet. I have emotes submitted. It's just Twitch is taking their damn time with it.
Alright.
is it the picture? Is it the picture of your alligator on fire?
No.
Because basically, like every D&D session, it's like this is fine.
No.
Like it should be. You should have an emote where it's like this is fine. It's like this is fine, dog. Except it's your alligator.
So, per usual, there are house rules in effect. These have been talked over with each player. Last week was kind of unexpected with the ending.
Still not dead.
Still not dead.
Still not dead.
Still not dead.
Not dead. Good thing I used the base health and didn't roll their health. I think that's all for my usual announcements, except for spoiler warnings. There will be spoilers for sure from the first campaign, and there may be spoilers from the second campaign.
Of Critical Role.
Fair warning.
Specifically of Critical Role.
Anyone would like to seriously announce?
I am okay.
I'm not sure what you're implying, Nick.
Just ask if anyone had anything to say. All right. Well, if that's the case, why don't we jump into it tonight? When we last left off, the group had decided, after just finishing off a small band of were-rats, to further explore the hidden basement beneath the building. As one trap, seemingly placed in the open as a distraction, is avoided at first, and a second, more well-hidden trap set off by Nim, sustaining minimal damage. They continued through the small hallway to find yet another trap, this one easily disarmed, Nim not being fooled a second time. But upon curiosity getting the best of him, decided to see what exactly the trap was. Upon looking within, behind a ceiling tile, seemingly finding nothing, to removing the ceiling tile and being faced with a gelatinous cube, one with a boisterous amount of health that had swallowed Junga at least once, and then made its attempt to swallow the entire party, till finally being stricken down, and eventually evaporating away. The group after that went back to camp, successfully stealthing by more of the local gnolls that were guarding the area, to Faye waking up and searching for the party at the guards tower. Upon arriving, shortly followed by her companions who had noticed her pass by, they had a small confrontation with the local guard as discussions of possible charges and various other actions were discussed. In the end, Junga had elected to willingly go with the guards back to Westrun in order to speak on the group's behalf as a witness, leaving until further notice the group free to do as they wish. As such, you had gathered your belongings and prepared to travel to the rest of the way to Whitestone, upon which Quill had pulled several creatures from his gray bag of tricks, resulting in another rat being eaten and a ferret following along as Faye summons a familiar later on the same day, turning the entire group into a bit of a zoo.
We have pets.
We have pets. Later on the second day throughout travel, before their long rest, Nim decides to take Faye into the Parchwood Forest, the Timberlands, not too far from the campsite, to the side of the road where they were traveling, but far enough for some personal space, as Feather had attempted to follow but was immediately spotted, threatened several times, and then finally gave them the privacy they wished. Upon discovering Faye's somewhat of a secret, though very vague, as only the form shifted and no further conversation was held as she revealed her secrets, and secrets were divulged from Nim as well regarding a tattoo. It is in this moment where Nim, being the perceptive one he is, noticed several shadows amongst a ridgeline close by. Watching as they slowly circled around the ridge, coming to the slow decline into the small backed-in corner where they were. The two shadows became three, then the three became four, and before they knew it, they were facing off about 30 feet away from four undead skeletal centaurs. In a desperate attempt, Faye attempted to flee to grab help. Nim taking a serious blow, in order to distract the closest centaur. Through screaming and several lucky perception checks, the group, however, was able to join in shortly after, able to keep their friends alive, barely, and resulting in a long, drawn-out combat that exhausted the party beyond what they had faced before. Returning to their camp by the side of the road, taking a long rest, and venturing the last short way to Whitestone, you now find yourself just within the gates of Whitestone proper, about 8 in the morning. What would you like to do?
Ooh, we have maps. So where are the main gates?
The main gates proper are down here on the bottom left. These are
Got
the
it.
two main gates.
Which one are we at?
You are at the top left one.
Okay.
Not top left, the middle one there on the left.
I would like to make my way in, and you said it's 8 in the morning.
Roughly 8 in the morning. It looks like everyone's getting up and beginning their day proper at this time.
All right, I will walk in, maybe see if I can find a tavern or something that's open already.
All right, then. I'll need you to make a investigation check for me, please.
Wrong roll.
It doesn't take you very long, as although wary and conscious of you and the others that follow, they do point you towards one of the closest taverns. This one particularly is within the Dawnfather Square. It's more of a L-shaped building, called the Ricketts Inn, or the Ricketts Tavern. Sorry, that would be over here.
I will make my way there. Hopefully with the party following me.
I
Yes,
would presume.
we are following. At least I am.
All right.
Quill is following.
Okay. So, a short 5-8 minute walk later, you do find yourself in front of the Ricketts Inn. The Dawnfather Square here is a brilliant combination of architecture, marble white stone surrounding in kind of like a ruins fashion, except kept up and maintained a massive, large, pure white tree. The leaves themselves almost a golden yellow, and as if the entire tree almost radiant with energy.
I say, as we walk by, I say, that's a pretty strange tree. Never seen one of them before.
Would I have heard about this tree?
Make a religion check.
Oh, not bad. Not bad at all.
You do remember through various common tales of many of the prime deities, none really stuck out to you much like the battle between the Dawnfather and the Chained Oblivion. With the near death of... Sorry, I just had a moment I had to burp. With the near death of the patron god of knowledge, in his fury, the Dawnfather chased the Chained Oblivion across the Alabaster Peaks. Eventually, chaining him to another realm of existence, he had planted a seed, so the legends say, where Ayun had fell, and wept for her. With the tears of his sadness for his fallen deity, a powerful and magically imbued tree grew from its place. And legends say that is where this tree came from, and that it is known simply as the Sun Tree.
I will turn to Mortal and say, it's apparently called the Sun Tree. If legends be true, it's quite a magical tree.
Oh, like magic. Does it have to do with a god?
I think so.
Could I make a religion check to see if I know anything about the Sun Tree? Any further?
Certainly.
Okay. Specifically, I'm interested in like finding out what kind of god it was. He hasn't told me. Might be related to.
You can surmise that with relation to the nature of
Hey Ellie, how you doing?
the tree's appearance and what gods are associated with the colors of white, looking at the rune, the built pillars and archways around the tree proper, including the markings that are there for artistic and reasons. It's likely a prime deity involving the sun, so you surmise it might be the Dawnfather Pelor.
Okay. Say, is it Palor then?
Sounds.
I asked.
It,
I asked him. Yeah.
it sounds familiar. Could be.
I believe, both Borodrin and Palor are on good terms. So I feel at ease here. Oh god, it's loud.
Yeah, why was that so freaking loud?
And suddenly loot.
I say, well, I believe we should probably find a place to stay the night.
It's the morning.
Set that
Yes.
up early. Would probably be for the best.
Alright.
And we are outside the tavern anyway, so I start walking into the tavern.
Follow him.
Alright. As you walk into the tavern, it's not empty. There are a few individuals having breakfast gathered amongst different tables. Though the outside wasn't very grand, the inside is very well kept and looks
God damn it,
to
Hunter.
be maintained very well, as if you can surmise it's either preparing for a rush or it just got finished a rush and has just been cleaned.
I walk up to the counter. We're looking to possibly rent some rooms for an undisclosed amount of time. We aren't too sure how long we're going to be here. I turn to the party, kind of looking, because they're the ones who know more about why we're here than I do.
I walk up to the fellow or lady.
It is a
Oh my
younger
God,
gentleman,
Hunter.
human. He looks to be about mid-20s. He has brown hair, stunning blue eyes, a little bit of a goatee, but very small, as if he doesn't seem to naturally have very much facial hair.
We are here. We said we were pointed in this direction. We believe to, talk to a certain, person named Percival, if I remember correctly.
I forgot you guys don't realize he's Lord here.
No, I have, like, Mortal has no idea.
Yeah, no. That's fine. This is A-okay.
That's why he just straight up asked, "Hey, do you know this guy?"
I only know one individual named Percival personally. But if it's a place you're looking to stay, I'm afraid it's not here. We're just a tavern. There is a building just across the square here. It's the Don's Inn and Breakfast. It's a wonderful place, really. It's right next to a new bakery, actually. I wouldn't really go to that bakery currently today, but maybe on another day. The baked goods are actually quite delicious.
As soon as he hears bakery, Mortal like raises an eyebrow. It's like, well, I thank you for your time, and I didn't quite catch your name.
Oh, I'm John.
Mortal son. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Out of character, what did you say the inn's name was?
The Don's Breakfast, Don's Inn and Breakfast.
Okay, and I guess, could I bother you for an ale, please?
Absolutely. Would you like just a glass or an entire bottle?
A glass would be sufficient, thank you.
All right then. It'll be 5 copper, please.
I nod for
Right.
one as well.
Absolutely.
I give him the 5 copper.
Yeah. He hands you both a glass of ale.
I mull it over, and I sip it.
I
The
slowly
ale
did
here
mine
is
as
much
well.
different than the ale that you had previously in Westrun. While that one was very strong and almost acidic to drink, this one seems smoother, more not sweet, but there's a more natural flavor to it.
I take a sip, and I offer the rest to Quill. See if he takes it. Because I mean, I've seen him eat live rats, so.
Oh, this would be Quill's first alcohol too.
It would be. Quill's gonna take it, and he's just gonna chug the whole thing.
I'm sitting there sipping on mine, watching this happen.
All right, because you chugged it, I need a Constitution saving throw.
Save throw. Okay, I'm sure you do.
Because you just basically chugged hard liquor.
Shots.
Shut.
The sensation going down, you don't take the time really to taste and enjoy the ale as the burning begins in your throat, almost as if you just drank like half a bottle of Pepsi or Coke. You do feel a little bit of acid reflex, and you're constantly burping now, however you do not throw up. As it was only ale.
Nice.
Like drinking fucking McDonald's Sprite.
Yes. An adequate.
And by chug, I mean he literally inverts the glass into his mouth.
Oh no, I figured.
Yeah.
I watch this happening and I shake my head. It's almost as if none of you have had alcohol before. Next thing you know, Faye's gonna end up passing off from a single drink too.
It's at this time that you all do notice Feather's not with you.
I check my back quickly. Do I feel her there?
No.
Can I make a check to see if anything was messed with or taken from me?
Make a... Of your belongings?
Yes. Because
Okay,
I wasn't trancing, I was out hard.
Okay. You take a moment to check over your stuff. Nothing appears to be missing. Your gold is there, all your armor's properly placed. There's nothing out of the ordinary. Your weapons are still there. Your food, all your supplies. Nothing appears to be different.
I would check your stuff, make sure that nothing was taken from you. Can never trust the Fae. And I say that last bit a little more under my breath.
As Faye herself is currently giving you a quizzling glare, as she's aware of what you mean, but at the same time, she's not quite sure, having divulged the information that she had just the night prior.
Yeah, Mortal is pretty confused at this point.
Yes, Mortal, you think he's talking... You and Quill both think he's talking about Faye, the person next to you.
Probably not Quill, but Mortal for sure. Mortal is fucking confused.
Quill didn't know that Feather was a Fae.
I know Feather. I know Feather is Fae, and
yes,
I'm still confused.
Can I see their confusion?
I'll say with your passive, yeah.
I kind of look at them and I'm like, the fairy we found.
Wait, didn't
the
Mortal
one with the
cast,
wings?
Didn't Mortal cast
Detect Good and Evil? Yeah, I had forgotten about that.
Yeah. So
So Mortal does
I would know that Feather is a
Quill does
Fae,
not.
but
Mortal,
Mortal
with
is
his
confused
-1
about Fae
intelligence.
and Fae.
Okay, that
Yeah.
also makes sense.
Yeah.
I clarify, a fairy that we found with the wings, the tiny little creature, she's gone.
Oh, yeah. I noticed my back feeling a little bit lighter.
They're known for
Quill.
being tricksters. You should check all your things.
All right. I begin to do so.
At the mention of things possibly being missing, Quill frantically looks into his bag to check if his book is still there.
Alright. Mortal, as you begin to look through your items, you don't find anything particularly missing. Some of your food is missing, though.
I place when I'm looking through my bags, I place every single item on like a nearby table.
Oh my god.
I'm like setting up. Like
Okay.
it's like I check every single one of my tools. I make sure that everything is alright, and then like slowly put them back in. Well, some of my food is missing. Okay. Are my
Just a
are my
moment.
are my like 1.5 cheese wheels still there?
No, you are missing half a cheese wheel, and the other half is starting to get like spots of mold gathering onto it now.
It's fine,
Ah,
just cut them
fuck.
off.
Over a week now.
Just cut off the mold, you're fine.
Apart from that, nothing really seems to be missing.
Well, it's obvious she meant to leave and travel for quite a bit, or she wouldn't have taken so much food for her tiny frame. Noting that his half a cheese wheel is gone.
Quill, as you are searching through your stuff, you quickly flip through your Book of Shadows, and the sentence that had appeared just a few nights prior during the lunar eclipse has disappeared as if it was never there, and is instead replaced with a single word: soon.
Soon TM.
Nim, you do notice a well-dressed individual begins to walk over towards your group at this moment.
I take notice of them and kind of mention him to the group, like point him out to the group.
And as you do, he finishes closing the distance between himself and the group. Almost completely ignoring the rest of the group, he walks right up to Mortal, looking him up and down. You look
Do
like
Do I recognize him?
He's not an individual you've seen before.
Okay.
You look like quite the strong individual. I've never seen a creature quite like you. Please tell me, what is your name?
I outstretch my hand and I say, my name is Mortal Sun. It is a pleasure to meet you.
With the mention of your name, he grasps your hand with both hands and begins shaking with eagerness and vigor. Oh, excellent, strong name, like the mighty Dawnfather himself. Excellent, excellent. What brings you to town?
Can I make an insight check? I just like to see like what his business is. If he's like,
I want to do an insight as well.
Certainly. Both of you roll individually, please. Thoth, I will be dragging you down to whispers now.
Great.
Oh.
First whisper of the night.
Oh boy. Well, that's gonna be something.
D&D Beyond, guys.
Oh my god.
It's a wonderful service that we
It
just
is.
don't use.
It's a wonderful service that I use to build 3 backup characters. Because just in case.
Yeah, I should probably do that. Seems I'm the only one who has not made a backup character, other than our newest party member, who
I'm pretty
hopefully
sure
would be very
she's making
sad.
her backup character too.
Oh god.
She has ideas anyway.
Then I definitely need to make a backup character. I don't want to be the only one unprepared.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I said to the fellow, it is a pleasure. What was your name, sir?
Oh, my apologies. How rude of me. I'm Berthold Morrison.
Give me a second.
How does one spell that?
Berthold. There's technically an apostrophe in between the T and the H. I want to be really specific with it. And then his last name is Morrison, Morrisson. Nim, make an intelligence check for me.
Straight intelligence?
Straight intelligence.
Awesome.
Noted. Say, could I borrow you for a moment, Mr. Sun?
All right.
As he places your hand, he goes to place his hand on your back, but he's about 5'3", so your large mass is kind of more of like the side of your thigh. It's kind of awkward as he tries to pull you away from the group.
I'm going to put my hand on Mortal's shoulder. Where exactly are you trying to take our friend here?
Oh, we're just going to the other end of the bar, just to have a little more privacy. I actually have a business proposition for this, for Mr. Sun.
Can I insight check that again?
I'll allow it.
I cast guidance on myself.
Okay.
It's a preemptive thing.
Man, my rolls.
He seems genuine.
I am going to slowly lift my hand from Mortal's shoulder, but I'm going to watch them the entire time. The entire time of their meeting, I'm gonna be watching, keeping an eye on them.
Okay. Quill's gonna keep watch of everything but them.
General lookout.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, that brings in a good point.
We are still in the bar, technically, yeah? In the tavern?
Yes, you're still in the tavern. You're just maybe
Okay.
about 3 tables length away, so that he can whisper. Where is
What was the tavern's name?
the tavern that you're in? Is Rickard's Tavern.
I thought we went to the inn.
No,
You
we
haven't-
are still in the
you haven't
tavern
left yet.
because
Got it.
we took drinks and then we noticed that Feather was missing, so we checked
Got
things and then he blocked up.
Make a perception check for me, Quill.
All right.
Big.
Well,
Okay, noted.
You see people. There are people around.
Okay. So as he takes you a couple of tables down, listen, I have a particular need for someone with as much muscle as you have. Would you be looking for a money opportunity by chance?
My friends and I could always use more money. What is it in particular you were looking for us to do?
I'm sure your friends are quite capable. However, my particular needs pertain to only an individual. Have you ever heard of something called the Brawlers League?
Have I ever heard of that?
Make a history check.
Nope.
You
No.
have a -1.
Something about fighting? Brawling? It's a league? Yeah.
Say to the fellow, had never heard of this place. I apologize.
Oh, no, it's not a place. It's a grand sporting event of strength and vigor. This year is being held here within Whitestone, but it's very secret. It's a high society sort of thing. We don't want just anyone walking in and just ruining the fun with cheating and other things like that, right?
And we are whispering.
Yes.
I say to him, "Why, when you mean it's high society, and I would assume it's not everyone can get in. I would assume this also.
No. It's very well guarded, and
I would assume that this also means illegal."
oh no. Not illegal. It's just only high-end politicians and strong fighters from around the entire continent of Tal'Dorei participate. We don't want some backstreet thug coming in and possibly ruining everyone's fun, right?
Could I make an intelligence check to see if I know kind of like who kind of rules these parts? I probably don't know, but
Rules this part of Tal'Dorei?
just like the city, if there's like a king or like a council, or is there like a royal family or anything like that? Would I know that?
I'll say Nim. Would Nim have mentioned anything about Whitestone coming here?
No, I would have kept it to myself. However, he did hear Din Keyleth say something about Percy being in charge here or something, or did she just say he would be
Percy
here?
would know more about demons. He's
And
got
he's
a
here.
history with it.
Then I wouldn't know anything. Probably not.
You are from off continent.
Can he make the
Make a
deduction by
history
the
check
giant ass castle?
I mean, okay. Are there armed? Oh, sorry. Did I see any armed guards? Around?
There are several armed guards, some holding large cylinder-like objects.
Okay. Do I recognize any insignia on them or anything like that?
They do. Many of them do have what appears to be the symbol of the Dawn on their regalia. However, it's altered slightly.
Okay. Then I will say to the fellow, so if you are certain that this is completely legal, I'm sure you do not mind if I ask around. Perhaps some of the pillar clerics might be interested as well. I hear they are quite strong warriors as well. As I'm trying to basically
Make a persuasion check.
okay. Plus hang on, persuasion. Alright, I don't need it.
Natural fucking 1.
Hey.
Oh, okay. I might be over-exaggerating a little bit. Now, don't get me wrong, it's still high-class society. Many different, very influential people across the entire Tal'Dorei take part in this. However, it's not exactly sanctioned by the council.
I understand.
Now, don't get me
to
wrong, though. No one actually really... Like, it's a fight club. You get hurt, but no one gets, like, killed or maimed unless things get really out of hand. And then the organizers stop it. It's very well kept. It's very together. There are rules. There are regulations. There are guards, people hired that are trustworthy.
Well,
He seems a little, like, not panicked, but he clearly wants you in on that.
Okay. Great. I will say,
well, I just want for us to be on common terms, as in.
Of course.
So-
Nim, you would see now watching the conversation. He does seem a little more frantic for a second, but as the conversation goes on, he's getting like happier and more excited.
I smile at the notice of him getting a little frantic.
I say to the guy, not the guy. His name is Bertold.
Yes.
Say to Bertold,
I say, well, it does seem interesting. However, my party and I have further business, with a fellow. So I do not, I do not mean to interrupt our,
Of
our
course,
business
of course.
for
You
this.
I'm certain you have your own business. I apologize. May I ask who is it you're looking for?
It is a certain person named Percival.
Oh yes, I know him. Actually, one of his friends is one of our previous champions within the Brawlers League. His name is Grog Strongjaw.
And suddenly Mortal says, yes, I'll do it.
Mortal has no idea who the fuck that is. So,
Nope.
He's like, yes. Well,
He thinks he knows though because he doesn't know he's from off continent.
yeah.
I say, well, it does sound interesting. So if I were to do this, what do I need to do? And
It's simple. It's a small, like, championship sort of thing. You only have to take part in 3 fights. You get to rest in between. No magic, no weapons, just fists. At most, you have to fight 3 battles. Then it's over. If you win, there's prize money, and we'll split that. There's also it's a prize specifically for the champion. So you get your prize, and then there's the split money between your sponsor, which would be me, and yourself.
all right, let's talk a little bit about that. Say I win the entire thing. It is unlikely. I'm sure you've found more stronger people than I. But say I win the entire thing. How much would I be getting? And how much would you be getting?
Oh, well, the prize money changes every year. I believe this year's estimate is 32 platinum, and an assortment of different jewels and jewelry. That will be what you will be getting as the prize money. There is also betting that happens, which is where I will be making my money. And I assure you, you are the best candidate.
Mortal has clears his throat a little bit, hearing that much money. Getting just like flawed around.
High
he's
class society, man.
he's dealt with he's off the shores. He's definitely he knows the value of money, for sure, because he's done business before.
Oh yeah.
He's held a business before. So like 32 platinum is a lot of fucking money.
He doesn't seem the gentleman in front of you doesn't seem phased even saying that.
Great.
So I take you would take a portion of this, as you mentioned.
Oh no, the 32 platinum and the assortment of jewels and jewelry is entirely yours.
Great. So say I don't win, what happens?
Well, we both cut our losses. There is an entry fee for myself. Hopefully I will make that back at least with the bets. There is nothing to lose for you as long as you do not inform anyone of where this is. And
Insight check.
absolutely, go for it.
Is he being truthful, or am I getting scammed into something that I can't get out of?
I'll
That's what
tell
I'm
you
trying-
down in the whispers.
Great.
Oh my god.
Second
Another one.
so far.
Another one. In like 10 minutes.
Wow.
Also, he's rolling pretty good today. I'm rolling like trash.
Yes.
Though I think the +6 to insight helps that a little bit.
Yeah. So far, I've rolled twice, and both were 7s.
I got a 6.
Maybe I need to roll as Quill for the good numbers.
Yeah. Oh, I'll probably do that,
If
but
you're rolling bad, it's probably because you're not rolling in character.
All right. Gotta love insightful characters, guys.
yeah, +6, goddamn.
It's just gonna go up and up from that.
If you want to make a roll, Faye, then say you want to do something.
I haven't rolled yet, Smile. What do you want to do? I like to roll to dance.
Possible.
That'd be performance.
With advantage.
Why advantage?
Faye is played by
Thought it
Gnarly
was- I thought it
Narwhal,
just
but
because
he
she's
is
like
a
she's
mute,
she's actually a bard in disguise.
so he doesn't actually
Alright, so
talk
what do you
for his
say, Mortal?
characters, so
I say,
It
DM
does
is doing
sound
the voice.
interesting. Is there a way to get in contact with you within the city? So after we are finished with our business, I can come back to you.
Absolutely. I'll actually be. The event is actually today. So if you'd like to join, I can go set things up as your sponsor. And then we can meet here about midday.
Say, all right. I'll just have to converse with my companions, and I will let you know soon.
and I get up.
He seems very nervous as you said. He's like, just remember, this is a very hush sort of deal.
I understand, and if you are to trust me, you're also to trust my fellow companions. We've been traveling for a while, and I trust them with my life.
Make a persuasion check.
Great. Has it been more than a minute?
No.
I'll add a d4 to that. Hit point on.
Sure.
Great, 23.
god damn, you're rolling good.
I'm rolling pretty
I'm
good. today.
rolling terrible.
I mean, apart from the 3 history, but you know, I'm rolling good for the things I should be good at, and I'm rolling bad for the things I should be bad at.
He nods his head. Okay, fine. Just, are you intending to bring them or just tell them?
just tell them for now and see what they think about this.
Okay.
I believe they are smarter than me, so
All
they
right,
could
just
make.
because I don't have the permissions to bring too many people just who I sponsor.
I understand.
Like I
And
said, it's very tight knit and careful. So I have limited space of movement for things like this.
And I walk over to the party, and I will say, I will bring them towards the back of the tavern, kind of
Okay.
like team huddle.
um, so he's interested in signing me up for a certain brawlers league. I would have to fight others and potentially win money.
Would I make the connection between the guy's name and hearing Brawling League now?
Not specifically with the Brawling League, however, you do know the Brawling League, as it is not uncommon for those of your background to be hired to guard
Mm-hmm.
guard the revenue, help ensure that it remains secret, and even act as security.
Got it.
So he's been there. He's been there, done
I-
that
He's
kind of
I
thing.
probably
probably
have been
seen
to
a few
one, yeah.
fights. Yeah.
He seems pretty straight to this, and he says that if I were to lose, there is no danger to me. But if I do win, then there is a pretty hefty amount of money and on the line, which is always useful.
Do I know from being at these events what he said about no harm to him if he loses being true?
Apart from getting pummeled.
You have not, although you have heard of rare occasions have died. As it's not specifically against the rules, you have not personally witnessed any deaths
Got
or
it.
anything happening to anyone after a fight. At least not unless
Not
except from
close enough
more
for my own
shady-
business.
Yeah,
Yeah.
more shady background, likely back at home where they're punished
Mhm.
and
Got
stuff
it.
like that.
So I would just like to ask for your input. I do think that we have further business, and I did mention this to him. It is today, however, and so if we wanted to meet this Percy, then we would either have to do it uh, as early as possible, as soon as possible, or
It's still in the morning or so, right?
It's only maybe like 5 minutes past 8 now.
Yeah.
Roughly.
Or tomorrow. So I was just looking for your input and see what you guys think.
You may did unearned when we were arriving here. Did you describe that if did you mention if people were looking busy like they were preparing for something, or were they just doing their normal daily stuff, it seemed?
It's a combination of a few different things. Here in the square, the Dawnfather Square, there are many booths that are getting set up this
Yes,
morning.
it is.
Back at the entrance around just the Commonwealth, it just appears like everyone just going about their day, possibly getting whatever they need, doing laundry, various everyday activities.
Mm-hmm.
You have seen people coming in and out, bustling throughout the streets as if they were in a rush to go into from places. The guards are on patrol. They look a little heavy than what was in Westrun. Some of them even bearing arms more alien to you, although you have seen Percival hold similar ones.
Got it.
If you'd like, you can make a
It's
perception.
fucking guns, guys.
Yeah.
It's guns, yes.
Okay, Kona.
What would you like me
guns.
to do?
If you would like, you can make a perception check to see if you can perceive further into the situation of the city.
Since we originally came in this direction with a group that was bringing extra supplies, would I be able to do it at advantage since I have that prior knowledge?
I would have included that knowledge with it.
Got it.
There's nothing really giving about anything
God
happening in
damn.
the city for advantage. It does appear as if there's a small, not a festival level event, or nothing quite like a holiday, but it does look like they're preparing for some sort of event that's to come, either today or sometime soon in the future.
So looking around, seeing these things being prepared as such, I'm gonna turn back to Mortal. Even if we did get the chance to find him today, I doubt we'll be able to talk with him. He's probably got his hands quite full.
Busy man, I would assume.
I know he's Lord of Whitestone, right?
Oh yes,
Well, being the lord of an entire town does make things a bit busy for
an
you.
entire region.
An entire region does make things quite busy for you.
Oh, I see. Well, it would make sense for us to be guided into his presence, as I believe also Keyless is quite a powerful person of influence.
I nod. We could probably find our way into his presence sooner if we mentioned that we were sent here from Keyleth, as they are partners in travel.
Kroll
Right.
pipes up and says, if we require documentation, I believe I can assist with that.
I will shake my head. No forging documents here. Yes, they are, Hunter. We're in the same world,
Give me a second.
like smack dab in the middle of where their campaign is.
All right, I'll say,
I think this is a good opportunity for us to acquire some spending money. A lot of my spells specifically require quite a bit. Has our printer ever been used? No. Pat my hands.
Feels Benny, man.
Feels Benny, man.
So I do trust.
1 second. The game is still running. I kept hearing noise in the back of my head. I'm like, what is that noise?
You're just insane. It's
Not
fine.
insane.
I do trust what Bertold is saying. However, just as a precaution,
I pull out my axe, and I hand them my axe, my hand axe.
keep this with you, just in case.
I nod and take it from him and store it into my pack. Actually, I store it into my belt. I'm gonna equip it. Oops, sorry.
And I, unless anyone else has anything else to say, I will go back to Berthold.
As you walk up to him, he looks like he's waiting anxiously.
I say to him, well, it looks like we will be here for a while, so I agree with your proposition.
Excellent, excellent. I will go make all the proper arrangements and ensure your free entry, and we will meet again here at midday or noon.
Sounds like an excellent plan.
Just as an off thing, how what kind of what's the weather like here?
It's colder. It's going into the fall seasons now.
Okay, so I'm not as comfortable as I would be, but wearing my clothing, I'm probably fine because it's pretty
You're
insulated.
comfortable right now. It's about the beginning of fall, not late fall, so there's a chilly breeze. Nothing too bad.
Great. Because I'm imagining mortal being from the fucking tropics.
Yes.
So like Hawaii.
Yeah, basically, you've never seen snow.
Yeah. Yeah. I thank him for his time, and then head back to the party and see what they want to do.
Okay.
He said that we should meet back here at noon if we are to do this. So, but what would you guys like to do in the meantime?
Well, we should at least make it known that we want a presence with Lord Percival, and perhaps that should understand exactly when we would have time to meet him. I'd assume you want it fairly private, since it seemed like it was quite an important important discussion you were supposed to have with him.
I look over to Quill, kind of like, you would know more than about that demon than I, so I can like look over expectantly.
Kroll,
Putting you on the spot, motherfucker.
yeah, Kroll just kind of shrugs.
How much do I know about demons? Just in general.
In general, I'd say you have a.
She is not Hunter.
Although you don't have an intricate knowledge of demons,
The
and
player
their
ended up
hierarchy.
needing to have surgery done.
You do understand that
the other day, so
less
she
powerful
is
demons are
not
typically
here
lower,
today.
and the more powerful a demon then is, the more higher it is in the hierarchy, and typically,
Yeah, she's good.
none of their plans are straightforward. They are devious and powerful.
Okay. I say
She'll
Nim,
be fine.
I believe anything to do with demons should be kept in close quarters.
I nod. Would I know who to approach about possibly seeking a presence with Percy? Would I have a general idea anyway of who to look for?
just walk up to his castle and knock on the door.
Yeah, just as far as you're aware, without an audience, with any of the lordship within Whitestone itself, possibly either approaching the guard or the castle, and as the guards are trained in the castle itself, you surmise that probably approaching the castle is what you'd have to do.
Everything I know is telling me otherwise, but I will trust the DM to a point.
To a point.
First, we need to secure ourselves rooms for the night, because it's obvious we're staying here at least one night. And then from there, we can determine what path we're going to be taking next.
I agree.
And with that, I'm gonna...
Probably, Faye. A silken dress, you are chilly as. You're starting to get chilly.
Shopping episode.
Shut your mouth.
Split the party, split the party. No. I am not to Faye. We'll grab the rooms, then we'll find you a market. Give them a little extra time to get the wares set up.
Alright, so what are you guys doing?
Heading to the Dawn's Inn and Breakfast.
Alright. So just across the Dawnfather Square here.
Emotes are still not
too difficult to find. There's a nice big sign on front too. It's a larger building, and about 3 floors. It looks like. The outside looks very well kept. As you walk in, there's a large sitting room / like living room area to the left. A bunch of tables and chairs to the right, where many people are currently sitting and eating breakfast. Waitresses and waiters coming and going. A couple of calls of food orders and each plates for different orders, or different tables, names of these plates. Usual thing you'd find in a restaurant. There is a front desk as well with a younger lady, maybe late teens, waiting patiently there as she's checking in, as she's just finished checking someone in or checking them out, as far as you're aware.
Can I do a quick scan of the room to see if I notice anything else?
Certainly. Roll a perception check for me, please.
There we go.
Nice.
Not blind.
What are you looking for?
There's our good rolls. Okay.
I just want some more information about the people here, seeing if there's anyone interesting.
Okay. There are a few individuals who look to be of like darker tint of skin, almost as if they're well tanned, which is quite different from the average individual, both here and in this area of Tal'Dorei, which are typically paler folk.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually a good assortment of elves mixed in amongst the group here. Not half elves either, as one of your lineage can tell the difference between a half elf and a full elf. These are full elven heritage.
Full pointed ears.
Full pointed ears. They are all sitting together, and they're not mixed with any humans or the halflings that are also quite apparent in the breakfast area of the inn here.
Noted. I will walk up to the counter then.
Okay. Hello there, sir. How may I help you?
We're looking for at least 2 rooms for possibly one night, maybe more. We're not entirely sure yet.
Certainly. Would you like, as you may or may not know, our rooms do come with a complimentary breakfast every day. Is there any dietary needs?
I look at the party.
No ale for me, thank you.
Oh, that's okay. We actually can't. We don't serve ale at our particular location. There is a tavern across the square, though.
Thank you for that.
Second time trying ale, second time failed. Does not like ale.
It wasn't poisoned, though.
What are
First time it wasn't point.
What are the prices for the rooms per night?
We do have some VIP rooms, however, at the moment they're currently taking up. One of our typical rooms go for 3 gold a night, and we do offer room service, which is an additional 2 gold.
I nod.
I asked the lady. VIP room sake. Yeah. I asked the lady, how many beds would there be in one of your regular rooms?
A regular room has 2 beds. One of the VIP rooms, however, would have 3 king-size beds.
Large room. Damn. I say, I'll go over back to the party. I say, well, I guess we could share a room. Well, 2 rooms.
I nod.
Unless you want, you choose to want your own, which is also understandable.
I'm fine with sharing rooms. I have no reason not to. And besides, I don't really sleep anyway. The bed would... It's more the housing that I'm in look of, not the bedding.
I do not require a bed.
Literally, only 2 of you sleep.
Yeah. Quite
So-
literally.
Could we technically just rent one room?
Yes.
How big are these rooms?
Yeah, that's my question.
You don't know.
How big are
Right,
these rooms?
Thank you.
They're not small, but they're not tremendously large either.
Would 4 people fit into one room? Comfortably, anyway.
There wouldn't be enough room on a bed, but she kind of starts to look a little not disgusted, but she's looking at all of you now with the eyes of, oh.
Judgment.
There's only
You're
one.
you're those kind of
There's
customers. You're those kind of
judgmental.
customers.
I'm sure it will meet your needs, though.
A nod.
Oh fucking what? I will give her 3 gold. Actually, I'll give her 6 gold. Oh, for 1 room for 2 nights. Now, if my party members would like to also rent some, that is up to them, but 1 for sure.
Certainly. And she looks over at the rest of you.
Cole shakes his head.
I shrug.
So, 1 room it is then. She could I get a name of your party?
Oh no!
As you all look at each other confused and not really sure, she pipes up again. A single person's name will do as well, if you like.
I outreach my hand. Mortal Sun. Pleasure to meet you, miss.
As you mention your name, again, there's a moment of realization coming across her face. Oh, of course. And she quickly writes down your name and shakes your hand. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Sun.
Please, that was my father's name.
What?
Are you being serious, or is that a joke?
That's a joke. That's a joke.
Okay.
Mr. Sun was my father. Call me mortal.
Okay, I was like, wait, fucking what?
You don't know how old Mortal is, so he's
Mortal could be the
he-
age of 8, and you wouldn't know.
he's pretty okay, but for being called Mister. So let's just put it that way.
Hunter, he's a turtle from off continent. There's not a lot of turtles. Giant
So
fucking walking
the
turtles.
young lady shakes your hand and hands you over a single key with a room number on the end of it.
You're Benny. You're in the room. You can say what it is.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I give her the gold already. Then I'll take the key. And I don't know. She leading up us to the rooms,
No.
or
Just handed you a room with a room key with a room number on it.
great. I would like to look for the room that she says it is on the key.
The
I'm
room
heading
number
downstairs.
is 27. So as you look at there's a plaque on the wall on the first floor next to a set of stairs. It says 1 through 10.
That's a lot of numbers.
I will follow him upstairs and translate the hard numbers for the smart turtle.
The second floor says 11 to 29.
At the second floor, I walk and turn off.
Mortal
Mortal
begins
knows.
to walk up the third
Mortal
set
knows
of stairs,
numbers.
to the second set of stairs.
He's not stupid. He's just a little bit.
No, I'm just-
If I
it's
if I
only
had
a
lower
-1. You're not a grog. Get
Yeah.
over it.
if I had lower intelligence, then yes, definitely I would not know the numbers.
You can read. You know numbers.
I
up
can
to
Fucking
read, I
6
can write.
intelligence.
I that's why I love low stats. I wished I rolled lower on one of my stats because that's just amazing.
So you find the room without any problem. The room is well kept. About as you described, there's a singular bed and enough room for 2 people. Maybe less with mortal size, however. It might be a tight fit. There's a chair. There's a table with 2 chairs in there as well.
I can fit him on one of the beds, probably. Yeah.
See,
You can fit on the bed, and there's a little bit more space. You can maybe fit 2 people on the bed with your size.
and there's 1 bed or 2 beds per room.
Oh shoot! Yeah, no, there's 2 beds. Never mind. Ignore
Got
me.
it.
2 beds. Could I attempt
Wrong
to?
notes.
Could I attempt to make just rooms, just as much room as possible? Like push the beds out near the walls, so there's like more room in the middle, kind of thing, to make it more
Sure.
spacious.
I
if
mean,
possible.
there's a good amount of space even now,
Okay.
with 4 people in there. It's not an uncomfortable amount of space.
I will take whatever extra beddings there are and make a small kind of sitting spot where I'm going to claim as my trance spot.
Okay.
It's just going to be
Quill is
like to
going
the
to-
side.
Quill's going to claim a corner that is across from the door.
Okay.
Then I'm
Will,
assuming.
I need you to make another perception check for me, please.
Ooh.
I'm assuming there's like, it's like the classic, like hotel beds, which are like there's like fucking 17 pillows.
Yeah. There is a ton of pillows, and there's 3 blankets
Okay.
Not bad. Not bad.
on each bed.
Like I said, extra bedding, nest on the ground.
This is my spot now. Smile. You guys could have definitely got your own room.
It's
But-
fine.
6 gold, and I'm the stingy turtle. Uh-huh.
I'm pretty sure you're the richest out of all of us right now.
I don't think so.
How much gold did you have before?
I have 29 now.
Yeah, you're the by far. I think you're the richest.
I don't think I am. I think the others have more money than me. I've been spending a lot.
How much did you say you had?
I have 29 right now.
Oh yeah, I definitely have more than that.
I gave a bunch to Jungle, and I gave a bunch to the halflings.
22.
Yeah. She's fucking stacked.
I'm the fucking poor. I'm the poor fucker here.
Yeah, I also bought things. I bought potions. My money. I've been spending it.
Faye, you have 4 platinum, 25 gold, and 21 silver?
Yeah. She hasn't spent any.
Holy shit.
Remember, we're
She's been
about to go on a
hoarding it.
shopping montage, though.
I didn't realize I didn't realize that she had that much.
Yeah. I've just been spending my money, so that's why
I would
don't
like
have
to
that much.
pickpocket Faye. I'm joking.
Quill has 52 gold pieces. Nice. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you settle into the room, make it more homey for each of your individual needs. I'd say about now it might be about 9 o'clock-ish.
Let's head into the market, get Faye some more suitable clothing, and then you can do whatever the fuck you're planning on doing, Mortal.
Whatever the fuck. Yes, I like it. Oh, that sounds like a good idea.
Shopping montage, let's go.
All right. So you're going to go shop for clothes then?
Yeah. In my studded leather, since I'm not wearing my
Cloak.
Yeah.
Studded leather is warm enough for the current temperature during the day.
Got it.
It does get a little chilly at night though.
Got it. Yes, this is a different group from yesterday. This is
I
a
am
different
insulated,
game
smile.
as well. Or not a different game, this is a different campaign.
So I would need a investigation check if you're looking for. Actually, no, an
I
investigation.
cast guidance on him. Or Faye doesn't need it. It's fine.
Also, Quill, you do hear a very silent voice, almost as if it's far away. Whisper. Oh, not as if it's calling out, but it's just you can only hear it as but a whisper. Don't try. They lie. Come. I'll help. Come.
That sounds
Okay.
like what my ex would say.
Monkey shake.
God damn it. Faye, with that investigation, you easily find within the common ward the everywhere where they sell a variety of clothes, food, and other necessities for day-to-day life.
Can I make a perception check to see, since I've never been here, can I start making mental notes of like back alleys, places that maybe aren't as patrolled as we're going to the shopping area?
Certainly.
+4.
Plus 1d4.
Yeah. You're hashtag guided. Nice.
Good.
It's something.
I have plus 3 wisdom. What the fuck? Sorry, plus 2.
15. All right. Noted. As you go through the streets, you think you catch. There's not many back streets really within Whitestone. There are places in between houses that lead to kind of like backyardish, park-like areas. Nothing that really strikes out as the common back street like in Westron.
Got it.
Fucking suburbs.
Where in the town is the shopping or the market district?
So you're heading towards the common ward down here. So it's basically, I'll do this for you guys, like this entire area, more or less.
Okay.
And
It's only a turn order. Roll initiative.
Fucking-
It's a bidding war. That's actually a really good idea. Holy shit. Doing initiative for bidding? Oh,
So Faye, what kind are you looking for battle clothes? Are you looking for common clothes? What are you looking
she's looking for a full set of plate armor.
Plus
So she
3.
can so
Plus
yeah,
3 plate armor.
plus 3 plate armor so you can swim in it.
All of a sudden, a meteor falls from the sky and Whitestone is destroyed and our party is dead. We have to start again.
Okay.
I'm in my shell, I'm fine.
You're dead.
Natural 1 on the damage.
Do you know what the fucking meteorite spell does? Fuck that shit.
Yeah,
Meteor
it's
storm is
something else.
fucks
It's
you up.
20d6 fire damage and 20d6 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah,
All
shit,
natural
shit.
ones.
Just some warm clothes.
Or
Okay.
wait, I think it might be 40d6. What?
As you walk down the street here, there are stores that offer a wide selection. You kind of have your pick. There's ones that are doing coats and pants. Others are doing dresses that are really fancy and nice. There's another store that has a simplistic robe. There's others that do cloaks specifically. There's shoe stores. There's a wide variety of different assortments of clothes of various different styles.
Are there any other kinds of stores in this district, or is it specifically clothes?
Absolutely. Within the common ward here, there is also there's a blacksmith. There's leather workers, general store goods, several different food stores here and there for grocery purposes. There is an alchemist here within the common ward as well.
I would
Do
like
we-
to.
Do we ever need a blacksmith? As long as I'm alive?
Not really. Unless to sell stuff.
Could
We need a forge.
I would like to buy a dagger. I can make you a dagger.
For the same exact price. How are you getting the
Yeah.
material?
With
I'm a
my
blacksmith.
with my god. I just asked my god.
Oh, there's that too, but
Yeah.
what's the
I'm
fun in that?
I'm gonna make my way to the general store as they're looking for other shops and stuff.
Okay. Nim, as you pass by the general store, there's an older lady. She's hunched over a little bit. She looks. She's like set up in front of one of the stores, just off to the side. There's a simple desk in front of her and a single set of cards. An entire deck just sitting neatly in front of her. Her hands under her chin. She looks over towards you. Ah, you look like you are quite lost, no?
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Insight.
Nope. 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 Nope.
Go ahead and make your insight.
Yes.
There is going to be whispers.
Do you want?
Not me. For once today. I can't.
Do you want me to mute stream?
If they're watching.
You are good.
You have a lot of struggling. No, not struggle.
Subscribe to PewDiePie.
Confusion.
I
There's
hate you.
something bothering you. Come, come. Let me read your fortune.
I look around, kind of nervously, and I kind of step out of the main wayfare of the street because I was walking past at this point.
Yes.
And
So at this point, just so you are aware, you will be kind of in between buildings about here.
but still
So,
close enough to the street that I'm visible.
yes.
Got it.
Alright, did I notice him kind of like walking off by
Make
himself?
a not with your passive perception.
Okay. Do I notice him missing?
Not at the moment. This is just happening.
Okay,
It's
good.
only been a few
I'm
seconds.
probably still within sight of you guys.
Yeah, she herself is in between the buildings. He's I'm gonna say is like still at the edge of the street, but looks like he's looking through a window from your angle.
And who exactly are you?
Oh, my name is Madame Nazel. And she does a small courteous bow from her seat as she looks up back at you and places her her hands under her chin again as the deck of cards in front of her begins to shuffle themselves without her ever touching them. No incantation from her lips.
Abort. Abort. Abort.
So tell me, would you like your fortune read? Perhaps I can lessen your burden.
You can read it from right there, if you want.
Of course. Always the conscious one, aren't you? As the deck finishes shuffling, spreads out across in a kind of archway on the table in front of you.
Am I close enough I can still see what's on it?
The cards are laid flat, the back of the cards faced up.
But am I
You
close
can't
enough that
see.
I can make out details?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Okay.
They look to be just simple cards.
Deck of many things.
Please, pick any card you like.
How many are there?
There's a full major tarot card set in front of you.
Which is
22 cards. So
2 rows of 11, basically.
yes. Oh, it's one large
okay.
arc in front of you. So if you would like to pick any number between 1 and 22.
I will pick. Give me a second.
Three numbers.
Roll 1d22.
I don't think that'll work.
Yes, it does.
It does work. 7, 1, 2,
That
3,
definitely works.
5.
Miracles of modern technology.
Yeah. Do you
Who's
want?
playing with their mic? Ow.
I think Thoth had an issue, but it's fine. And you want me
Okay.
to roll 2 more?
2 more, please. 1, 2.
Takes a
3,
second
4,
to simulate
5.
it.
That's alright. And 21. Second last. As you pick the cards from the arch in front of you, the cards that you did not pick fold themselves back up into a deck, and she asks you to place the cards facing up in front of you in a line.
I place them in front of me in a line.
The cards in front of you are as follows: the Hermit, the World, and the Temperance. She takes a moment to look over these particular cards, mulling them over, a little bit of curiosity. What are you guys typing in chat, you weirdos?
They're creeped out by this shit.
Zordo.
God damn it. Ah, the hermit. A sign of introspection, of guidance and soul searching. You feel isolated and alone, and you look for something greater than what you are. Next, we have the world. As she looks up at you now, no longer looking at the cards, but looking specifically in your eyes. The world is the card of closure, shortcuts, travel, and completion. What you search for is closure to a story not yet complete. For the circle to end and begin anew. And last we have the temperance of balance and moderation, patience and purpose. You have come to find new purpose in your life, but you find a difficulty in balance of the past and what the future can be. You search for the patience to see it through, but you feel an eagerness to seek it out. She looks at you as if awaiting any sort of reaction. I see. What you seek.
I'm trying to stay as like deadpan face as I can.
Okay. What you seek is not something easy to obtain.
See ya, Hunter.
One. You look for a new beginning, but you let yourself be tied to the past. The world is not so simple, and even those close to you have their own paths they must walk. But it does not mean you must walk yours alone. Tell me, what do you search for?
I'm gonna stand there, look at her for a moment. Freedom.
Freedom can come in many forms. But what kind of freedom depends on the person that looks. You'll find yours where you expect it. And Nim, I need you for me to make a wisdom saving throw.
Sorry, wrong roll. God damn it. It's the same number either way, though.
That's fine. In the moment, you feel both a sense of loss and new understanding fill you. A small warmth, like a spark within your stomach. The table in front of you begins to grow branches as if suddenly coming to life and sprouting brand new leaves like spring has just reached just a solitary table. And as the table now grows into a small tree, the Old lady is no longer visible.
I look around, seeing if anyone notices the tree that just randomly grew in the middle of the street.
No one seems to be paying it any attention.
I am going to... Oh, you guys are gonna hate me. I'm gonna go up and try and put my hand on the tree.
All right. Go ahead.
Touch.
It's barky.
You find yourself almost sucked into the tree. And almost as if you're stepping through it. Coming out the other end. And as you do, you're surrounded by buildings and you seem to have transported to a different location.
Monka S.
The warm spark that you felt just before now fades.
I will try and make my way to a main street.
No problem. After just a second of looking around to see in between the buildings, you walk out and you find you haven't really gone far. You simply went over to the closest next tree. As you go back to in between the houses where the old lady was, the small tree still stands there. Placing her hand on it again, nothing happens.
Did I just get plant stepped?
You have no idea. Plant stepped.
Whatever the fuck that spell is.
Yeah, it's when trees uproot themselves and step on you.
Yeah.
Those dryads, man.
I am going
I'm telling
to
you.
look around, make a quick... You said the woman is completely gone now.
Like thin air.
I will look cautiously around me and then continue to the general store I was trying to go to.
Okay. As you walk in, there's bits of tools, there's food, there's anything you can really expect to find in a general store. What are you looking for?
I am going up to the man at the counter and I say, "Do you trade in jewelry?"
It's
Buy-in
it's a bigger
specifically.
gentleman, human, but weighs a good amount. I don't want to be rude to an NPC.
Which you created.
Yeah. Oh, and then it depends on what you're selling.
I pull out the gold decorative ring that I had in my pack.
Okay. The one with the name engraved on the inside?
Oh, I forgot about that. What was the name again?
It's impossible to make out. It was partially digested and is worn, but that is essentially the wedding ring of one of the people.
Right. I am going to look at it, put it back away, and pull out the gold ruby necklace, which has no concerning details that you told me about other than it's a gold ruby necklace.
Correct. Yeah, I guess I could buy it. Let me see. And he pulls out like a magnifying glass to look at it. It's not in the greatest shape, but 20 gold. How does that sound?
How about 25?
22.
22 and a health potion, if you have any.
Oh, I'm no alchemist.
I nod. 22 is fine then.
Deal. And he places the 22 gold on the table.
And I take it from him.
As I shuffle my tarot deck. Because yes, I was genuinely doing a tarot deck. I literally just read your fortune.
Hog.
Pretty fitting
What
for
is
the
it?
character.
Knight.
Yeah,
Knight
no,
is hag.
that was a genuine, like, those cards were not placed there.
I'm gonna say Quill also went to the general store.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mortal
what
is
is-
staying with Faye. Clothes shopping.
Faye, just let me know, like, generally what style you're looking for, and I'll give you a price.
So when Nim is done speaking with the man behind the counter, Quill will walk up and pull a recently acquired item and drop it on the counter. He's gonna pull out the rusty bear trap and just drop it on the counter in front of him.
Fair enough. Faye,
Excellent.
you can easily find basic leather pants and a shirt, as well as a fur-lined coat with also a fur-lined hood.
Sorry, when you say leather, all I'm imagining is like dominatrix Faye.
God damn it, you delinquent! Altogether, it'll cost you 15 gold. Faye. The general store clerk looks down at the rusty bear trap and looks up at you. Hey, get your machine out of here. I'm just in it.
He's looking at me and says that?
Yep.
It's not my machine.
I
This is
know
all-
your machine.
He now looks at you, Quill again, looks you up and down. I could almost swear you're alive. Kind of leans in close to take a closer look at you.
And he smells the decaying rat in his stomach.
No, he doesn't.
Quill's gonna use Awakened Mind to say into this guy's
No.
head. It's not nice to assume things.
And in that moment, his face goes pale. He looks around a little bit, and then he looks back at you, almost understanding that it came from you, despite no possible way of actually knowing. What you want?
How much for this? And I gesture back to the
His
rusty bear
eyes,
trap.
his eyes go down at it on the counter there, and then back up at you right a second later. 3 copper.
5.
3.
5.
Make an intimidation check.
Okay.
Because he's with advantage, because he's considered afraid of you.
Five copper.
Looks back down at it. Looks up at you. 5 copper.
Deal.
It kind of slowly pushes 5 copper over at you and slowly drags the rusty bear trap off the table, not leaving eye contact with you.
I can't blink, so he's gonna lose the staring contest.
And that unnerves him even more.
I start leaving the general store. After watching this with a smile on my face.
You basically like twisted a guy's arm to buy your shitty fucking bear trap.
That bear trap is completely useless. I guarantee it.
I was half expecting you to like as soon as he said like bring your machine out. I was gonna have to expect you to like pull back the bear trap and just like eat it or something right in front of him.
All right. So as you both leave the general store, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna say altogether the shopping and the experience with the fortune teller will have taken about an hour. Hour and a half, not counting the I wasn't counting the time it took to find the store and so on. So yeah, about an hour and a half.
So it's starting to get a little close to when Mortal needs to meet the
Yes,
guy.
it would be roughly 10:30 now. He is to meet at 12.
Cole was gonna ask Nim if he wanted to search for the alchemist's shop since he was interested in buying potions.
I'm gonna nod.
Okay. It takes a few more minutes, but it's not hard to pluck out amongst the stores here. As you walk in, there's nothing really on display. It looks to be a smaller store, but behind the front desk, there's an elven lady. Even her hair is turning silvery gray, wrinkles across her face, and behind her on shelves are an assortment of different potions.
Full Elven?
Yes.
I read her in Elvish and then say in Common, I'm looking for a health potion or two, just standard ones.
Do you know Elven, right?
Yeah, I know Elven. Of course I do.
He's a
I'm
fucking elf.
making sure. As she looks over you, surprised to hear Elven spoken to her. Hi, it's a pleasure to meet you. What can I get for you today?
I'm looking for a health potion or two, depending on the price. Asking.
Certainly. What's the word in common? Potency are you looking for?
Nothing fancy, just something help with scrapes and bruises.
Simple, yes. Ignore my hisses. It happens with my S's and it pisses me off.
Yep.
A-
I know that feeling.
Same.
A common potion is 50 gold.
I speak in Elvish again. Perhaps there's some kind of deal we can make for this. For a little less.
She leans down a little bit, looking you up and down, able to assess as an elven your general age compared to hers.
I'm fairly young.
Yeah.
Very young.
She looks at you. Child. And she's speaking in Elven as well. You understand the process that it takes to make a potion, yes?
I nod.
You understand then that Asking me to lower the base price means I may make a loss.
I smile and I say, I mean, no offense, Mom.
Quill pipes up as he knows Elvish and says in Elvish, perhaps I can sweeten the deal with a component. And he takes the moss agate out of his bag that he found and shows it.
She eyes it over for a moment. This is worth much more than a potion.
It is available for trade.
And, well, I do accept jewels. Tell me, what would you like to sell this jewel for?
Quill gestures to Nim.
You said it's worth much more than a regular potion. How many do you think we could get with that in trade?
That gem specifically looks to be about worth 150.
A character? Holy shit.
Why are you selling it?
I don't know.
I look at Quill since it is his crystal.
I mean, no matter what emotion I'm feeling right now, you wouldn't be able to discern it from my face.
Not from a passive.
I am going to look back at her and nod. 3 potions then. Straight trade.
Certainly. She turns around and gathers the goes into the back and starts plucking from the shelf and comes back out with 3 health potions. And holds out her hand gently for the gem to be placed in her palm.
Quill gently places the moss agate in her palm.
As you do, she flicks her wrist and the gem disappears from her hand. Our trade is done. I thank you from my heart.
I nod. Gesture good day and say it in good day.
God damn it!
Mention my farewell in Elvish and one of the potions to Quill.
Quill nods and takes the potion.
Alright, so mark off the agate and add 2 potions for you, Nim, 1 potion for you, Quill.
Good day.
And I guess I can close the Elvish that I had written here because I forgot that Quill knows Elvish. I was going to just go off and confuse the fuck out of him.
Can't do that.
Not right now.
He's a wordsmith.
Smart. The words, they speak to him for some reason.
Which
What was
reminds
the
me,
one?
you need to
He
make
has a way with
another
words, you could
perception
say.
check for me, Quill.
General perception check?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Okay. Noted.
Literally my passive perception.
Yep.
We are going to try and meet back up with the other 2.
Okay. As you meet up, this took maybe about another half an hour. It would be about 11 o'clock now. You still have an hour to go.
Where did the guy say? Where did the guy say you were supposed to meet, Mortal?
Rigard's Tavern.
Which is the place across from the inn.
Yes.
Yeah, back where we originally came.
Perhaps we should head back to the main square. see what's around in that area. Maybe that bakery that we heard about. See what's up with it.
Cool nods.
I am very interested in the bakery. Speaking of, it's around like 10:30. You said it right now.
It's about 11 now.
It's about 11. Okay. I just like to go around and see if I can find that bakery that was pointed to us.
It's not hard. It's next to the inn.
Gonna munch that bread. Yeah.
As you walk up to the bakery and you look at the front, as I look through my notes here, because goddamn it,
Give me candy.
there is a nice sign there. The name of the bakery and then a slogan underneath it. It says, "The Slayer's Cake. Get all the delicious baked goods that you need in your life."
I have the smuggest grin on my face right now. I would like to. Is the door closed?
The door itself is closed.
I like to knock on the door politely.
It's a bakery. Walk in.
Thank you for the follow.
Then I will walk in.
Knock on the door.
I will. I
would like-
I want to. Okay.
I would like to push the door open.
I will. Okay.
It is unlocked.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was locked or not because I remember
We don't know what's going on.
fellow at the tavern saying that it was closed.
He said.
He said it was busy.
It was
No,
busy.
he didn't say either. He said you might not want to go today.
Okay.
So we
But-
go.
But so
There
we're
you
going.
go.
But we're going regardless because fuck that guy.
And we were told about this well, at least some of you guys were told
Fuck.
about this bakery.
fuck
Kivas?
you.
She
So-
was very convincing.
Within the bakery itself, there are several, not a large seating area, but there are several tables and chairs where some are sitting down and enjoying baked goods. There is one long glass see-through display case of assortment of different baked goods. Some of them look not up to par of the quality of the rest of them. These are also stickered with a 50% off mark. There doesn't appear to be anyone behind the counter at the moment. There is a small little bell, though, to ring. Like a clerk bell.
I want to look at these half-off ones more. Kind of like
I
see
will-
how bad they look.
Compared to the other ones look more professionally done. These ones look like
Amateur is doing
very
it.
amateur.
Got it.
They're not very presentable. However, the tastes, since it's still being sold, the taste may still be the same.
I will ring the bell. Ding ding.
Coming!
Oh boy.
A moment passes by.
I am so excited.
And hopping up on a stepping stool just out of your sight is a small God damn it. Small halfling with pure white hair and the largest smile on her face.
Halfling.
And how may I help you?
Is this a halfling or a gnome? It's a
No,
very it's a very crucial difference. Sorry, would you say? It's a halfling, you said, yeah?
I said halfling, yes. It's
Okay.
a halfling.
It is a halfling? Great. Oh, hello. I was looking for some pastries. We were my friends and I were brought here. We were told about this place from Keyleth. She
Oh, you're friends with Miss Keyleth.
I am. Oh, we are.
Hold
yes.
on, just one moment then. She hops off the stepping stools and runs into the back. yelling out, "Lady Pike! Lady Pike!
Oh no!
Yes.
Here!"
Yes! I'm so happy.
And walking out shortly after that with not equally as white hair, but even whiter, as if emanating and reflecting all light of the spectrum, is
Fun buns
the
and all.
small gnome, covered in bits of flour, no armor, looking up at you. Oh, hi. You know Keyleth?
Sorry. Ah! Okay, I'm good. I'm good. Sorry. Um. Yes.
I can't wait till he meets Grog.
She's my second favorite character. All right. She's the best.
God damn it.
I reach out my hand. So, oh yes. I am mortal. Son. These are my friends. We met Keyleth, and she pointed us to this place. She said that you were famous for pastries.
Faye,
I
make a
am-
deception check for me.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Passive 20 wisdom. Make a fucking deception check for me.
Wise as fuck, by the way. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Okay, noted. She
Say,
looks over the group, stops for a moment on you, Faye, and then brings her attention back to Mortal. It's very nice to meet all of you. What can I get for you? It's on the house for me.
that is very sweet. Thank you.
And as you finish saying that, you hear from the back, Pike! And walking out is a massive Goliath, larger than any singular individual any of you have seen, with a look of confusion and dumbfoundedness on his face. I did it again. Oh, buddy, I told you you have to roll it. I'm sorry. This is looking down at a mess of a bakery good.
You okay,
Oh,
Thought?
it's okay.
I'm fine. I
I'm
had to
sure
step
we
out of the
can
room for a
send it.
second. I'm good. It's fine.
And she takes the plate with the bakery baked good and puts it back onto the display case next to the rest of the 25% or the 50% off baked goods. You did a good job, buddy. Oh, thanks. Fuck, wrong voice. Oh, thanks. And kind of goes back into the back to presumably bake more with a big smile on his face.
Oh my god. I guess that explains why they said not to go today.
I am so excited. Say to Pike. Please, surprise me. What do you recommend?
Oh well, all of our baked goods are really great. We have a really excellent staff, and my buddy Grog, he's good. He made these ones. They don't look great, but he tried his best, and I'm sure he would love it if you'd buy some. As she
Does the name Grog sound familiar?
It would
To
to
me.
me.
not to Mortal Nim, you do know.
I know all of them.
Yeah.
Yes, okay, but did Berthold mention?
Oh yes, he did mention him in the Brawlers League that he was one of the
So I
champions
would know
previously.
him.
You
from
know
that.
of him from that. Yes.
Okay.
That's all.
Could I'm gonna ask, like, lean in close. You said that's Grog, right?
Oh yes, he's my best buddy.
Does he know anything about the Brawlers League that happens in the city?
As the
Oh
words
my
escape
God.
your mouth,
I'm whispering this there.
It doesn't matter. He hears it. He bursts through the door. Someone say Brawlers League. And he's looking around frantically. He doesn't know who said it, but someone said it.
I raise my hand.
He
That
walks
would
over
be-
to you, grabs you by both your shoulders, and picks you up.
I casually look away.
I'm so excited. This is everything I wanted and more.
Quill clutches his bag with the book in it.
He's looking you dead in the eye with absolute look of intensity and determination.
He picks me up, and that's like one of the very first times Mortal has ever been picked up by someone else.
He does it effortlessly.
8'7", by the way.
Yeah.
So you've gone from your height. You're now reaching his height. Your feet is like a foot off the ground. He's looking at you eye to eye with absolute intensity as he's like almost squeezing your shoulders.
My point is, he's 450 pounds.
Yeah.
Mortal is 450 pounds, and he's being lifted up like a
toy,
a feather pillow.
Yeah. It's bizarre for him. It's not even a bother for Grog.
I say, sorry to bother you, good sir, but could you, let me down? It is very high up here.
Buddy, what I say about picking people up? Oh, right. Sorry. And he puts you down and kind of like pats your head.
It is very nice to meet you, Grog. I heard a lot about you from a certain Berthold. You said that you were the champion of the Brawlers League.
Oh, well, I don't like to brag, but... And he flexes in front of you and looks over at both his arms like, I'm pretty strong.
Yeah.
But more importantly, where is it?
That I don't know. I am supposed to meet with Berthold, and he is going to bring me there today.
Take me.
Certainly.
Pike kind of walks off into the back for a moment. He's like, good, let's go. And he's like, tears off.
I can't believe.
I might convince him to fight for us, guys.
Not even untying the what he has to, in case of flour, which, by the way, he's covered head to toe in flour.
Of course.
Of course,
like someone dumped flour on him.
Probably himself.
Just tears it off, throws it on the ground, walks around the counter, and he's already like ahead of you, walking out the door.
It will be in an hour. So we have some time.
Oh. And as we say, this Pike is now running out, attempting to run out, with half of her armor on.
Oh my god!
Wait, I'm coming too.
I can't believe we have 2 members of Vox Machina in the party now.
This could either spell disaster, because I'm not gonna win against them, or this is gonna be amazing, which will be a guaranteed win for us, depending on how we play our cards.
I'm rewriting stuff as we speak. This is one of those moments where I pick up my papers and my notes and I just rip them.
Suddenly there's a Tarask in the fighting ring. Oh no!
The Tarask still would lose.
Probably, yeah.
Out of character, I'd like to remind everyone that I am carrying a gallon of ale.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah, that's like over your shoulders. It's a whole gallon of...
Is there
He's concentrated on the brawlers.
Is the other half, or the halfling woman, still here?
She's kind of like standing at the entrance to the back room and the front half of the store and just kind of watching.
I'm gonna motion. I'll take one, please. And point to the non-messed up ones.
Alright. Certainly, that'll be 15 silver.
I nod and I hand it to her.
She takes it, giving you it's kind of like a like a cinnamon roll, but in the shape of a bread bun. And as you take it, it's very like soft and easy to break. And as you look inside, there's swirls of cinnamon mixed in with frosting throughout the center of it.
I'm going to take a bite into it and follow the party wherever the fuck they're going. This is gonna be something.
So excited. I am so excited. I am so excited.
So, returning to Rigard's Tavern, and patiently waiting, and by patiently I mean Grog is tapping his foot, arms crossed, standing.
While we're doing this,
as Pike finishes getting her armor on,
just talk to Grog. I was supposed to be the one who was supposed to do the fight. But if you I see you are more than eager to do so. However, there is one favor.
Favor? What favor?
The prize money. We could split it.
No.
Right. Well, if
oh my God.
If you are allowed back in, then I look forward to meeting you in there.
Cole's gonna use Awakened Mind.
No!
Into Grog's head.
No!
Share the money. Share the prize.
Oh no!
It's silent.
Yep. He looks around. He begins looking around. Who said that? He's looking around now. Doesn't see anyone that's
I can't believe this is happening.
Near him, like looking at him. I said, who said that? And he slams his hand against one of the tables, breaking it.
Feels Grog, man.
I'm sitting there eating
Pike is
my.
gonna walk.
I am sitting there eating my cinnamon roll, trying not to laugh.
Pike walks up to him now. It's okay, buddy. Calm down. No one said anything. Like, I heard a voice.
That shouldn't be anything new for him.
Shut up.
Third time, by the way.
I didn't hear anything. Let's listen together. And they stop and they listen quietly for a moment. Nothing. I guess I was just hearing things. It's okay, buddy.
Reminder: 8'7" and like 2.5 feet.
Yeah.
Yep. Also, reminder: +8 to strength.
God.
Also reminder: Pike is stronger than me.
Of course she is.
This is gonna be good.
The 2'5", like she's like a third of my size. Has like almost twice my strength.
Her strength at her current level is 19.
Yeah.
Yep.
So not almost double my strength, but
also I messed up the passive perception. It was 21. Either way.
Either way, yeah, it's fine. Ridiculous. We got this, guys. Level 4, by the way.
Absolutely. About an hour passes now with Grog drinking. Will.
Good.
He notices you're carrying a large cask on your back, and he walks up to you. What's that?
What's what?
That.
What?
He's pointing. He's like pointing now angrily at the cast. That!
Ale?
How much?
How much are you willing to give?
No, I mean, like, how much is in it?
A gallon?
Nods his head, kind of looks to be thinking for a moment. What kind?
Quill does not know that. Quill has no idea what kind it is. Does he?
Looks at you expectingly right now.
Has Quill like does Quill know of any illustrious like not wineries but like breweries around?
Sorry, let me consult my backstory. No.
Maybe he read it in a book.
Alright. Quill's answer is going to be the best kind.
That's probably good enough, to be honest. That's probably good enough.
6 intelligence, by the way.
That's cocked. That's a 13. Make a persuasion check.
Come on. Oh! Fuck!
Kind of looks at you. I'll be the judge of that. And just grabs a glass out of the bartender's hand and puts it down on the table. Crosses his arms, just like waiting for you to pour him a glass now.
Quill's gonna clutch the gallon of ale tighter.
Oh boy.
I am sitting there still eating my cinnamon muffin thing.
I don't
You
know
don't
the
want to share?
I don't know the character, so I'm just gonna be like stand there.
Why
Actually,
would I
correction.
share it for free?
Correction.
You have a whole gallon.
I'm going to start stepping away from them.
Okay.
It's mine.
But a gallon is like, 1, 2, 3, 6, 8, 12. 12 more than you need.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good. That's
That
like
doesn't make sense.
that's more than 10. That's like really high. You counted really high for him.
Oh no, that was that's typically
To be fair, he did mention he was spending some time learning with Pike.
yes. He can read
he can count. He can
5
count
syllable and count to 10. Yeah, that's right. That's what it says. Shut up. You still messed that up.
Quill says that doesn't make sense.
Whoa. And looks over at Pike. Pike just quietly says to him, You forgot a few numbers, buddy. Oh. It's like, it's okay. I'll get you a drink. And she pulls out a large bottle from her pack and pours him a drink and gets herself a glass, pours herself a drink, and they begin to have just a drink together.
I walk up to Grog and I say, sir, you are very interested in this ale that my companion has.
Oh yeah,
And,
I love ale.
He does.
How about,
He really does.
how about this? If we share the winnings, then if you were to win the Brawlers League, if you were to share with us some of your winnings, as we are the people that were originally supposed to fight, and the reason why you would be fighting is because of our deal and business.
As you're saying this, Faye grabs a tankard from the counter and the bartender and walks up to Quill. May I?
Quill is trying to, as stealthily as he can, pour a little bit for Faye.
Roll a sleight of hand.
Pike is probably gonna see it.
I want to make a mention. I'm about
Pike
50,
definitely
Definitely saw it.
I'm about 15 feet away now, kind of watching this.
So
So
I'm talking I'm talking to Grog, but I'm also like eyeing Pike at the same time.
Grog doesn't see this.
We're saved.
Pog.
Um,
I'm talking
as
to
you said-
Grog, and
Yeah.
I'm also kind of like eyeing Pike at the same time. I say, so if you were to win and you would share your winnings with us, we could give you the cask of ale.
Grog looks mull it over for a second. He's like, I don't know. What do you think, buddy? Well, I could buy more ale than that.
Fuck.
It won't be this ale, though. Quill pipes up.
Yeah, I think I want your ale. I am the Grand Poobah of this and that. I am beyond your petty ale.
Well,
You judge my ale without having tasted it.
You didn't want to share!
I gave it the good old try, guys. We're never going to see that 30 platinum.
At this moment, Berthold walks in and sees you conversing with Grog and walks up. Oh, Mr. Strongjaw, it's such a pleasure to see you. Oh, Mr. Bertold. Sure. Will you be joining this year for the Brawlers League? Absolutely. Excellent. Then we can all go together. Please, come. And he begins to lead Pike, Grog, and you, Mortal, away.
I will follow them 10 feet behind.
Could I make an insight check on Grog just to see how strong he is?
Certainly.
Great.
I am following 10 feet behind.
Are you doing it stealthily?
I am doing it so they will not notice.
So roll a stealth for me.
At advantage because I am walking.
Yes. So you take a moment to really look over and you realize you don't know what it is, but he doesn't just tower over you. His very being almost seems to be pure muscle, as if the muscle in his arms are desperately trying to escape from his body.
Okay. I'm not gonna say another thing. When we get there, where are we going?
So he takes you
us.
down the street, down the one of the only paths that really seem to be like an alley, and then dips into in between two buildings and enters the back door of one of these buildings. There you enter a basement, and it is here where many people have gathered. When entering Quill, I need you, or not Quill, sorry, Nim. I need you to make a intelligence saving throw.
I want to before intelligence saving throw. Ooh.
If you're walking into the building, I need an.
I am kind of
saving.
holding around the corner as they walk down the alley and into the building. I am going to
So
walk.
you see them go in between two buildings.
Yes. I am going to walk to that area, and I want to make a perception check to see if anyone sees me.
Okay, go ahead. No one appears to be watching.
Awesome. I will pull up my cloak, put it on, and put the hood up, and try and walk in.
Okay, so
Now
I will need your intelligence saving throw.
Take the first one. Rip me.
As you touch the handle of the door, I need actually to bring you over to Whispers.
Oh no. You want me muted again?
Yes, please.
You get ale. It was pretty good. It was a pretty good deal for him.
Yeah.
Realizing that I am wearing my cloak, I'm going to take it off and put it in my bag and try and find the party.
Okay. So as you walk away, we bring ourselves now into the basement of this building, where Pike, Grog, and Berthold, as well as you, Mortal, are now situated. As I look for a map. Because honestly, I wasn't quite prepared for. I actually think Mortal would go for this.
Don't be so sure about it.
When he thought, oh, Brawler League, I might meet Grog, Thoth made the decision there. And then when he met Grog, he confirmed the decision there.
No. My decision was, that's a lot of money, and not really a lot of risk, because he was being pretty straightforward with me and pretty truthful with my insight. So I said, alright, what's the worst that can happen? And then we met Grog, and he wants to fight. That's the worst that can happen.
So Bertold begins piping up now. So there's the 101s, which will be held over there, as he points over to a side room in the basement here, that there seems to be a pit that you can't quite see into in the middle, and it's surrounded by a bunch of people on stools, several tables, and the room that you're in currently also has a bunch of tables, but it looks to be like a bar sort of situation. There's the free-for-alls, which will be the 3 fights that I promised you, Mortal. There's also the group fights, which unfortunately we do not have enough. It's typically 6 versus 6 for 3 fights, unless the 3 of you would wish to team up together.
I look at my party.
Grog immediately responds with, "Nah, I can do this."
I turn back to Grog and I say, which ones are you looking most forward to? The one-on-one?
All of them.
All of them. Great. I say to Bertold, I say, this is the champion you mentioned.
He's one of champions we've had, yes.
Would you... I'm gonna roll something.
Well, what are you rolling?
Because I'm going to... I want to do this, but I kind of don't want to do this. If it's above an 11, I'm doing this. If it's below an 11, I'm not doing this. Okay. I say to Bertold, I say, I do not see the competition beforehand. It seems that I am out of my league in this situation.
As you say that, Grog claps his one hand onto your shoulder. Oh, it'll be fun! And he starts dragging you towards.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
You don't get a choice.
Apparently I don't. Great. Guess I'm fighting, guys.
They still have to add the NPCs and such.
Alright.
Quill is enthralled with this.
You aren't there.
What do you mean?
None of you are
yeah,
there.
That's right.
I
Yeah.
tried to tail them, and yeah.
Any chance that we get a moment by ourselves and kind of could I, this is up to your discretion, DM.
Mhm.
On my, because Berthold said that there is no weapons and no armor and no magic, could I cast, before we go in, could I cast this on my claws? And because they are technically natural weapons,
I will say you have to make a sleight of hand.
great. I'm amazing at those. Don't worry about it.
Not bad.
That's actually
Not bad.
That's actually
It's a
pretty
shame
good.
that Pike can see through that instantly.
And she's not the only one.
Great.
As
Uh-oh.
a gentleman walks over to you now, wearing leather armor, short sword at his hip, and he puts his hand on your chest, stops you from walking forward, and Grog looks over at him like, "What?" Like, nothing for you, sir. You, on the other hand, are you planning on entering the ring?
Apparently I am.
I see. In that case, Azona. And he waves his hand in front of you, and you feel your magic dissipate.
Great. Cool.
You're free to go.
Awesome. I
As I'm
I
trying to
understand.
look for a decent portrait for Grog.
Yeah, he's like full beard at this point, isn't he?
Yes.
Level 20, 26 strengths. It's fine.
No, he's 18 or 17 or 18 at this point because it's the break.
No, dude.
Was he the first to level 20?
He is
20.
the first level 20, but at the current moment, they're not level 20.
It doesn't matter.
But he has 26 strength.
Yeah, 26 strength plus
Yeah.
rage, which means I do half damage to him.
And he's still at least 10 levels higher than you. At
Yeah.
least.
At least he's level 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 13 levels above me. It's fine.
He
He could probably, like, with one attack, if he does all 3 strikes against me, he could probably one-shot me.
Alright. So let's first get yours, mortal, in here.
So I don't have my shield.
As you walk up, you do see... you can have your shield if you like.
I can have
It's
my
not
weapons.
considered armor. Or
Can I-
a weapon.
That's fine. I thought we just, like, were, like, bare knuckle brawling kind of thing.
Nope.
Alright.
Well, I mean, it is a bare knuckle brawl, but a shield is permitted.
Okay, great. So maybe I won't die as hard, but I probably still die. That's fine. Hey, I forgot to ask, is there a runner-up prize? Because that's my
Forgot
only
to ask.
that's my only fucking chance.
As various different individuals begin gathering, there are 2 already in the ring. These individuals, one's an elven lady, another one looks to be an half-orc. However, the fight is almost already over as the half-orc is on the ground with a broken leg, the bone jutting out the side of his knee. Yield! Yield! It's over! Lady Vernandress is the victor. With that, various cheers. rise up as those watching, and I don't have enough NPCs to put into this, so begin cheering for the fight that had just happened before your arrival. Berthold walks up to you. That was one of the three. Mortal, you will be third. Grog, if you would like, we can have you wait for the 6-man teams, and we can have you participate in that. I don't need no team. Oh, no, I'm well aware. It'll be just you against the teams. Good. And he finds a seat.
Oh, fucking course. They're fucking...
Pike
It's like, yeah, you're going up against the teams, by the way.
Pike walks up and says to him, I'll join Grog. Of course, Lady Pike. As she's speaking to one of the announcers. And so she walks over and joins Grog. Next up is another half-orc. This time, however, the opponent appears to be human. They both get ready in their various stances and begin throwing punches and duking it out. Almost as soon as both of them hit the sand in the small pit here. It doesn't take long for the half-orc, however, to completely knock out the human fighter. The winner is Varix! Again, cheers fill the room. They drag out the human, as it takes some time because it's about 5 feet deep into this pit. Next up is you, Immortal. Are you getting in? I'll let you get into the pit if you would like.
I apparently am going in, so yeah. I didn't have a choice. I had a choice, and then my choice was taken away from me.
Your choice was taken away by your own RP.
Yep.
You
fine.
brought Grog of all people. What did you expect to happen?
I was planning on him working for us, but apparently I didn't get a role for that, so...
So I don't have any images without weapons, so ignore the weapon that this character has. Please. As a dwarf standing about half your size walks...
I mean, I'm only 5'3",
yeah.
so he's probably like 2/3 my size.
Fully jumps down into the pit, ready to go. He starts cracking his knuckles and looks over at you, spits on the ground.
I pull out my holy symbol, and I do a small prayer to Mordrin. I say, in Dwarven, beneath my breath, I say, this is quite the predicament I find myself in. If you could lend me an aid in any way, be greatly appreciated. And I tuck my holy symbol back and ready myself.
As you finish that, the dwarf yells in Dwarven, "Oi! Are you done yet? Let's get this party started." And I need you to roll initiative.
Great.
Great.
I wasn't finished.
So he got a 10 to your 2, so he's going to go first.
My 6, thank you. I'll have you know.
As he beats his chest and rushes towards you now.
These are like all
Using
barbarians. So
I was using his bonus action to rage.
Yep.
You are just out of his range, however.
great.
So it is your turn.
I will walk up to him and I'll say, in Dwarven, I apologize but I must do this. And I punch him with my claws.
Absolutely. Go for it.
So that is my.
Roll to hit.
Total punch.
Miss.
It's not gonna hit.
Nope. As you go to slash at him, he ducks under the slash, and he goes for his own attack now, as it is his turn. Unless you want to take your bonus action.
I have nothing. There's nothing I can do with a bonus action that isn't spells. So.
Then he's going to. I gotta look at unarmed combat here.
Unless he has a special ability, it's if it hits, it's you're proficient with unarmed strikes. But if it hits, it's 1+ your strength modifier.
Yeah.
As damage.
So that says 17 to hit.
Misses.
All right. As he goes to
Because I got my shield still.
punch you in the gut, and your natural hide is just too strong. It kind of shakes off his hand. You're a tough one, eh? Just how I like them. He's going to end his turn there. Here you go.
As he says this, I would like to uppercut him. With my claws.
All right, go ahead.
I punch again.
Punch
I don't.
Again.
I do not punch again.
You go to punch. He again ducks under.
I need to mute.
The awkward angle.
my
You
God.
almost fall over. You catch yourself at the last moment though, and you stay standing.
Okay.
All right, it's going to be his turn now, as he's going to attempt to tackle you to the ground. So I need a strength or dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity save. Okay.
You need to beat a 16, which
Nope.
you do not. So you are now tackled to the ground
And prone.
and prone.
Okay.
Going to have to end his turn, so it's your turn now.
I will use half a movement to get up.
All right.
That's okay. I
well,
will.
You're considered restrained, like he's tackled. Sorry, I should have made that more clear.
Oh, he's grappling me.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can make a strength check to escape.
Would that be my action?
Yes.
To do so? Okay. I will instead use my action to shell defense. I just retreat into my shell. Because I'm already prone.
Okay.
I just gain a bonus +4 to AC and advantages on strength and constitution saves.
Yes.
And that is my turn.
Okay.
This
He's
is going to be
to-
interesting.
Seeing this, he's going to attempt to pick you up and toss you.
Good fucking luck.
17. That's a 20. And you can't resist that. Oh, you can, but you have disadvantage.
I have advantage on strength saves. So if it's strength save,
It's
then
not a strength save. You're in your. It's a
And-
dex because you're in the.
I mean I can, but
Illusion.
I have disadvantage on the dexterity save.
I know.
So that is a no. On that
No,
one.
so he tosses you now about 10 feet. So you take 1d6 damage. So you only take 2 points of damage.
Okay.
You got enough nice tough shell there. Let's see if I can break it.
So does he toss me like straight up?
yeah, like straight up, and it's like trying to use gravity to break your shell.
Which means he's stopped me. He's is no longer grappling me because I'm
Yes,
on the
correct.
ground at this point. All right. I'm assuming that's his turn.
Yep.
Okay. I get out of my shell as a bonus action. I get up.
Like, well, I would appreciate if you, just stood still for a moment.
And I go again. with an arm strike.
All right. So bonus action, get out of your shell. Action to.
Oh!
That hits.
Yeah!
So typically that's double the damage die, but since we don't have damage die with unarmed strikes.
I do.
Oh yes, you
Mine
do.
is a D4.
Yes,
That
you
claws.
do. Go roll for me then, please.
Not great.
5. All right.
Yeah, 5 points of damage. That's that will end my turn.
All right. It's gonna be
I got
his
one.
turn now. Looks, as you land a punch straight in his nose, breaking his nose literally. It starts to bleed. He brings a hand up to his nose, looks down at it. Looks up at you. He is now going to unleash his flurry of blows.
Great.
He's a barbarian monk.
He's a level 8 altogether.
Yeah, that seems fair. Yeah. I can't use magic, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cleric, by the
Listen,
way.
you have an AC of like fucking ridiculous.
Cleric, by the way.
Yeah, cleric, by the way. I'd be okay if I could use magic. I could probably fucking kill him.
As I now have to. So flurry of blows is.
So if he's a monk,
He's
And
a
he'd be
monk
doing-
barbarian multi-class.
then he'd be doing unarmed strike damage as monk unarmed strike damage, which is depending on the level he is of a monk.
Oh yes,
Yeah, because
I see the table now.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm unfamiliar with.
Yeah.
I will note that from now on.
they get
that
cool
is
abilities.
A 18 to hit.
Misses.
Misses. Okay. So the first one, as he goes to strike you in the jugular, just on the right side of your neck, you move your head just enough to dodge it. As he goes for his second.
I slurp my head backwards towards into my shell. Whoop. Oh, thank you. It's like one of those cartoon moments where this turtle and like a turtle's head gets hit and like he retreats into the shell and is like,
That
oh no,
one's a 19.
he got decapitated. That hits.
That hits.
It was actually just in a shell. That's kind of what happened.
All right. So that's AG8. That is 9 points of damage.
Okay. A D8. Jesus.
Yes.
So he has at least a
eighth
plus
level.
one. So he has at least a +1 modifier.
But he's not an 8th level monk.
It's probably 4 and 4. Actually, no.
Actually, no. Yeah, you're
that's,
right. Fuck.
Yeah, that's how much damage a full
Multiclass is
level monk
also something I'm not. And I
That is up to you, DM.
take
If you...
take
you-
that damage because I just rolled a natural.
Okay.
So take the lesser one.
How much damage do I take?
You're taking 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay, great.
Otherwise, you would take 11.
Okay.
Uh,
Alright, cool.
I'm just trying to see if this is an action. That's an action. Okay. Okay. That's going to. Actually, yeah, that's going to end his turn.
Okay. I punch him again.
All right, roll the hit.
Or attempt to, anyways. That probably hits.
Yes, it does. Roll damage.
4.
Noted. Now his turn, so he's going to do another flurry of blows. The first one, however, is going to be a stunning fist.
Uh-huh.
Natural 19.
That'll hit.
Also, fuck, I'm raging.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Let me.
Hey, are you sure I still can't use spells, huh?
He's not using spells. He's following the rules. So that's 19 hit. So stunning strike. A stunning fist. So you are considered stunned now.
I need to roll a Constitution save.
And yes, con save to see if you're stuck for a round. Successful saving throw negates it.
What's his DC?
12. His DC is 13.
I am stunned.
So you're stunned.
Which
that's-
means his next attacks will have advantage on me.
Yep.
Because I'm stunned.
Uh,
Hey, this was fun, guys.
that's an 8. 13, 14, 16. That's an 18 to hit.
Misses.
Misses. He's going to spend a key point and go again, which has advantage. 22.
Hits.
Excellent. So,
How much damage did he deal with the original attack?
stunning fist. I don't think
Does
any
damage, and then you get to spend a key point to stun.
It doesn't
Whenever you
say
hit-
anywhere here damage. Just says at first level the monk gains stunning fist as a bonus feat, even if he does not meet the prerequisites.
So it's
may
not
attempt to-
stunning strike. Something different.
No, it's stunning fist, but it's still one turn.
Oh, okay, that's fine. That's okay.
Uh,
So, for the second hit, full hit, how much?
I could technically also make you fatigued, so be happy I didn't do that. So rolling damage, another natural 6. That's 11 points of damage.
Okay. 50.
That's going to be the end of his turn. You're stunned, so it's back on his turn.
Yep.
So he's going to do just a straight attack, because that -2 penalty is kicking my ass. That's an 11, so that misses. So I'll do another key point. Oh, no, advantage.
Yep.
5. Didn't matter. So spend a key point. 4. Advantage. 17, 18, 21 to hit.
Hits.
Roll another d6. 5. That's 9 points of damage.
Okay. Still can't use spells, huh?
You can attempt, but you have to make a sleight of hand.
Well, I did not think I was going to be in a fight, so I did not prepare many fighting spells this morning. So I don't think there's anything really I could probably do. Okay. I will punch him
Okay.
with my action.
Of course. Does not hit.
And then I will attempt to bonus action healing word myself.
Okay.
At second level.
I will say as a cantrip, it's fine.
It's not a cantrip.
Yeah, no, healing word's first level. Okay, make a
Sleight of hand.
sleight of hand with advantage, because it's only your word.
Okay, let me roll again. Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No one says anything.
Okay. Hang on. I have a thing. Heal 8 hit points.
Okay. Now it is his turn.
Okay.
God, why did I make a dwarf freaking monk? God damn it. Should have made
A dwarf monk barbarian, by the way.
dwarf monk. Yeah. It's very OP. That's
Eighth level, and he
7
takes.
to hit. He's
he-
only got 1 key point,
He-
so
he
he's
took-
gonna save that.
He took half damage from all my strikes, by the way. So he's
Yeah.
taking like 5 damage, like 4 damage this far.
Yeah.
And I've taken like a lot. I've taken like 33.
Alright. So that was a 7, 8, 9, 10. It doesn't hit. So it's your go.
Okay. Action, punch him again,
Okay.
or attempt to. Come on.
Fucking.
All right. I mean, it's not gonna
Fuck.
matter. Because that's only
2 damage.
2 damage. Yep. Great.
You've got more health than him. Don't worry. He's going to. Fuck. Okay. Okay, let's go again. Going to do an attack on you again. Just a straight attack roll. That's an 18. That doesn't hit. He's gonna actually fuck it. He'll spend another key point. He's going all in for. That's an 8. That's not gonna hit. Fuck.
Okay. My turn. I will swing around. And, still staying within his melee. I will attempt to, I'm gonna get a little creative. I'm gonna attempt to push him into the wall. To like slam him into the wall, into his back wall here.
Okay. Make a. It's a shove, so it's a strength.
Strength check, right?
Yes, please. And he's going to resist it, so it's a strength check on 2, which is a natural 18.
Okay.
Of course,
So
I
he has
rolled
to-
well for that. I'm going to use a different die.
He doesn't move anywhere.
Nope.
So that was my action.
Because he's got advantage as well. Raging,
he does,
by the
yeah.
way. Alright.
That was my action. So
Okay.
that is his turn then.
Okay. He's gonna go for another stunning strike with a natural fucking 20.
Okay.
Which I love that I just used Grog's dice from D&D, so it's a mug instead of a 20.
So
How does that work with?
that's why I'm saying
Okay.
If he-
So
if it's stunning strike, then he does
it's stunning
damage.
fist. It's a feat.
I don't know what that is. I've never heard.
At first level, Monkin stunning fist is a bonus feat. So
Okay.
stunning fist is an
That doesn't exist in the
Basic-
regular monk ability, so that's something different then. I don't know what it is, but because at first level monks just get unarmored defense, and martial arts.
bonus feat flurry of blows, stunning fist, unarmed strike is what I'm seeing.
You have something different.
You
Fuck,
got
do
a
I?
3.5 feet.
Oh, for the love of shit! Why is it? Fuck! Okay, 1 second.
Hey, so I still can't use spells, right?
Yeah, the only thing I'm seeing show up is Pathfinder and 3.5.
Yep. First level monks, that's a 5th level ability, Stunning Strike. And they have to use a key point to stun. And it does damage.
Oh, okay, I see it now. There we go. Key and then. Okay. Okay.
It's literally whatever you
And
say.
then he's got. Oh, well, he's got better AC now, though.
Yeah, he has an unarmored defense. One of them. Whichever one is better. It's either his dexterity plus his constitution plus 10 or 10 plus his wisdom and his dexterity.
Okay.
Because both barbarian and monk give you an armor defense, but you can only pick one.
Okay. Okay. So yeah,
So,
he's just
what happens?
that straight.
Straight attack? Yeah, that definitely.
Yeah,
That's a
because-
natural 20. So,
Yeah, because I don't have any key points left.
Roll me damage!
Mm.
That's sweet, sweet damage.
Still a D6, right? I hope.
Depending on what level of a monk he is.
4. But it doesn't show me the.
It's on the table.
Oh yes, there we are. So D4, not D6. D6.
I was so technically I should have taken less damage, but it's fine.
I was using the wrong.
It's
Uh,
okay. I do not
I'm
mind.
sorry.
I was out of my league to begin with
That
because I can't use
is
magic.
11 points of damage.
Okay. Goodbye, all the healing I just got.
That's gonna end his turn, so it's your go.
Okay. I punch him.
Oh wait, when are you using this? Oh, okay. I do have a bonus action, just classic. I already ended my turn. Go ahead.
Yeah, I punch him with an 18.
Okay. That hits.
Big damage.
So big
1 damage.
1 damage.
3 in total. Yeah. Oh yeah, raging.
1 damage.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This is fun, guys.
Rage
I love
wears
it.
off, so he's going to use his bonus action.
It
Shit,
doesn't.
raid.
It doesn't rage again. It doesn't wear off,
It
as long as he's in combat. If he's taking damage or at least attack something, then he can keep the rage up. It lasts a minute, I think. So unless it's been a minute, which I don't think it has.
10 rounds both.
Okay, yeah, no, 10 rounds. Oh, okay. I didn't realize the attacking it last off towards it. Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
As long as he's either taking damage or attacks something, he can keep raging for the full
He's
minute.
going to attack you then. 17 to hit does not. Using martial arts, he's going to do his bonus attack then, because he's just naturally has that.
Yep.
So I've been attacking you less than I should have been.
Yes. You can do flurry of blows to attack 2 more times as a monk.
That's
Sort of-
a
that's a bonus action.
19 to hit.
Hits.
4. That's 4 points of damage. Are
I'm
you
out.
fainted?
Yep.
All right. As the brawl comes to an end, the dwarf is victorious. The announcer shouts out, "And the winner is Mordrin." The
Wait.
What?
Did you say Mordrin?
Mordrin.
Like the god? Like the god I worship by any chance? Alright. I'm not conscious, so I can't say any of this.
Moradin is the Allhammer.
Yes,
This
Mordrin.
is Mordrin.
Mordrin. Very close.
Close,
Dwarven.
yes.
Dwarven names. It's kind of the same.
Yes. So with that, you are taken out of the pit and stabilized. You get 6 health back.
Right.
You're bruised, beaten, and just overall not in great shape.
I'm gonna do Prayer of Healing because I'm out of the combat now.
Yes, absolutely.
So yeah, I'm gonna do a Prayer of Healing. So that is I take takes 10 minutes to cast. I'm just going, like chilling, and I do 2d8 plus my Wisdom modifier healing.
Okay.
That's a good spell.
As
It is
the combat continues,
16 hit points.
a few rounds
17.
pass, and the victor is declared. Grog and Pike go into the ring to begin their combat. During this time, Berthold walks up to you. A large bag now dangles at the side of his waist. Oh, it was a good fight you had in there. It's just a poor matchup. You have quite the natural affinity with your hide there. If it was anyone else, I'm sure you would have come victorious.
It's quite unfortunate that I was not able to perform better.
He reaches into the bag and grabs your hand, puts something in your hand. This is for your efforts. I'll be honest, as soon as I saw you with Grog, I figured this was going to go poorly for you. So I bet it against you. My apologies.
That's quite understandable. I look at my hand. What did he give me?
He gave you a shining diamond.
Great. Is it worth at least 300 gold?
You don't know.
Oh.
As he walks on out and you are left now alone in the basement here.
Could I,
Suspicious.
before he leaves, could I just like eye at his bag that he's carrying? Just kind of like see, like
he did not have this bag before, and
Right.
it's a large bag.
large bag. Okay. Do I know roughly how much money could be in there? Without like seeing like the size, roughly the size of it, like how many.
It's
how many
like a
points?
medium-sized bag, so it looks like with your stature and your natural armor, like your shell, a lot of people thought you were going to come out victorious.
Hmm.
Well,
I mean,
they underestimated the dwarf, and
next
they
level,
lost for it.
multi-class into barbarian, and then we'll talk.
Barbarian fucking monk. God damn.
Barbarian monk at the 8th level.
Yeah, I
altogether.
stood no chance.
It was a poor matchup.
If I had spells, I could probably be doing pretty good. But if I had like the right spells prepared, but without spells, yeah.
So what you now are, as Grog and Pike are fighting, and you see people going in and no one coming out as you hear various blows and yells of monster coming from the pit. What would you like to do?
Can I take a short rest while we're doing this? While
Absolutely.
I'm like,
So you sit by the pit and you watch as Grog and Pike mercilessly beat everyone coming up to them. Pike takes a few hits as she has had to take off her armor, including her belt of giant strength.
11.
Belt of dwarven kind.
Fuck, Grog has the belt of
No,
dwarven
yeah,
kind.
no, that's Grog. I'm looking at the wrong sheet. Haha, belt of giant strength.
And one more for good measure. Yeah, let's be back to full health.
I
Right.
didn't click the wrong button.
Man, an item that would have given you +1 to all saving throws and immunity to being grappled would have been really handy in that situation.
Who says those were allowed?
It's an item, not an armor.
If he if Grog has to take off his belt,
No,
then...
Grog has his gauntlets and belt, and I mistaken who had what.
Hey, so
wrong.
if you wanted to give me the Titan Stone Knuckles for a rematch, let me know, alright?
You'd probably have an easier time getting Ogre Strength from Pike.
Alright, that's fine. What if there's another kind of gauntlets?
There are many types.
Then if you ever wanted to give me one of them, hey.
You wish. As you heal up, and Grog and Pike are victorious against every team.
Sorry, how much health do they have left?
Him?
Yeah.
The
The dwarf.
20.
It wouldn't have mattered.
He started off with 31.
I still had inspiration, but it wouldn't have mattered.
Inspirations to make an attack.
Yeah, to make one of the ones I missed hit, but it wouldn't have mattered. I would have done like 2 more damage. Woo!
He was just higher level.
Yeah. Hey, next time, I'll be back when I'm level 8, and then we talk.
Remember his name. So, as they finish their combat and they collect their rewards, what would you like to do? As Nim, long by now, going over to you, you have found your way back to the tavern and reconvene with the rest of the group. During all of this that's happened.
Hey, where did Mordo go?
Wrong one. He's talking to
The party.
Faye just shrugs.
Crow also shrugs.
You must have went with the guy without me noticing.
Talkative group, guys, come on.
Yes, they are.
Sorry, let me remember my librarians. Shh.
Alright, so I presume that under the assumption of where he went, you guys just waited in the tavern?
You know you're not in a library right now, right?
Yeah.
You're allowed to talk, right?
Yeah.
So Mortal, after finishing everything, Pike comes up to you with Grog behind her. It was really fun, but we should actually get going. Kind of left the Slayer's cake unattended with anyone that's actually in charge.
Yes. Could I accompany you there? I was looking forward to trying some pastries, and I still have not.
Certainly, come on. As you make your way back to the Slayer's cake, and as you leave the building, I need you to make an intelligence saving.
I'm really good at those.
All of a sudden, you've forgotten the entirety of the time you have spent in that building.
Okay, great.
I'm not gonna whisper that one. Hike is next.
But I suddenly have a diamond with me, so
20. But you don't remember it. It's just in your
in my inventory. I just have it.
Please tell us
18.
out loud what Grog rolled.
18 minus
-4.
4. Yes.
Because
Yeah.
-2 from his thumb, and minus another 2 because he pulled a card.
I forgot about that card.
Yeah.
-2 to all his saving throws.
Actually,
I think
at
this might
this time,
actually be
if he-
before.
for the card pull, he only has a negative.
Is it?
Because I was looking at the character sheet along with Unearn. It didn't have it there. The level
Oh,
21
okay.
does.
Then only -2 then.
This is pre that one.
It gave me a little bit of a headache. I don't really like it.
Yeah, that's pre that sword bullshit. Anyway, so they take you back to the Slayer's Cake. They treat you to baked good on them for the fun time and leaving Grog's boredom. I presume you find your way back to the tavern.
Yes.
Okay. With your
I eat my fill.
with your this one is more like a muffin, filled with various fruits and just naturally sweet flavors. You also have a baked good, one of Grog's. Whether you choose to eat that or not is your choice.
I will definitely eat that.
Okay.
He seemed like a good fellow.
Make a
It
Constitution
looked,
saving throw.
it looked awful. The taste is a little weird, but it's not bad.
I thank Pike and
Probably
Grog,
added a little too much of something.
because I don't remember anything from what happened. I thank Pike and Grog for their time and also the sweets.
Grog failed it. Pike passed it. That's fine.
But I don't remember anything really.
Yeah, you have no idea what happened.
Well,
You do know, however, you are sore and bruised everywhere.
Thank you for these. They're quite delectable. Keyleth was right in recommending me here. My friends and I were looking for a certain person named Percival.
At this point, I told you he's lured here. At this point,
Yeah. Oh yes, Percy. He's a friend of mine. He lives up in the big castles, but he's not in town right now.
Oh,
His sister said something about him being indisposed, and we can't find Bex either. It's another one of my friends.
Ow, chicka, wow, wow.
God damn it, you guys.
Oh, I understand. Well, if you could let him know if he comes back that Mortal and his friends are looking for him.
Well, if you need help with something, I'm sure his sister Cassandra could help.
Oh,
By the way, do I recognize her? Either her armor. Is she wearing a holy symbol? And if so, do I
She
recognize
is
it?
wearing a holy symbol on top of her armor.
Great.
You do. I will easily give this one to you. You do recognize Darren, right?
So, do I deduce that her being a cleric might know a little bit more than about demons than I would?
Maybe.
isn't she also technically a paladin?
No, she's straight cleric.
No.
Oh, I thought she was a paladin. Never mind.
Nope. 20th level cleric is when you get to ask your god for something and they will answer. Always.
Also, fuck these status sheets. At no point do they give her in the equipment the fucking proper. Oh, there it is. Oh, never mind.
Do I need to make like an intelligence check to like figure out?
I'll say like as a fellow cleric, you can surmise it.
So I'd say to her,
I'm not sure if you have any experience with this, but the reason why we are looking for Percy is that we hear that he had some experience with demons.
Ooh. Yeah. We all kind of do. we kind of went on an adventure in the hells, but Percy's is a little more personal. I don't really want to talk about it, but
Right.
I know a little bit.
My question is, do you know anything about
He pauses for a moment, thinking back to what Quill said the creature's name was. I know what the creature's name was, but Mortal takes him a second.
Quasits, I believe they were called. Have you ever met something like that?
No, I'm afraid I don't really know what that is. I'm sorry.
Alright. Well, if Percy does come back, could you please let him know that we are looking for him? That'd be most appreciated.
At this moment, a well-dressed lady walks in, into the slave's cake, and walks up to Pike. Miss Pike, I'm sorry. I have someone from Amman currently staying in the castle. There's some issues with. Oh, I'll just be blunt with it. With the between the clasp and the group called the Myriad. I know you and the rest of Vox Machina are on vacation. Is there anyone that you recommend to help with some small favors? I don't feel. I don't. Oh. This is Mortal, and we were just. She stops herself for a moment. We were just we had a fight together, and he's pretty strong. Maybe he can help. Do you have any friends? Or...
Certainly, my companions and I would be happy to help. Members of.
He thinks for a second again.
Vox Machina, was it? I believe one of my friends knows you quite well. So I'm sure he'd be glad to help you.
I thought he was going to spill the beans.
Is it the changeling?
I'm gonna roll an intelligence check to see if I know what a changeling is.
Certainly.
That's okay. Unless you want me to roll something else.
It would be an intelligence. Ah! I think I pressed the wrong button. If something pops up on your screen, please close it.
No.
Nothing popped up.
Nothing popped
Nothing.
up. You're not there.
You're not there.
Yes,
you don't know the.
You guys are back at the tavern. I am I'm next door.
Faye starts sweating for no reason.
Yeah.
And she gets like cold shivers for no reason.
Sneezes.
You have. Yeah, a check.
Great.
No idea.
Okay. So.
I'm not sure what that is. I don't think I've ever met one before.
Oh, don't worry about it then. Let me introduce you then. This is Percy's sister, Cassandra, or Lady Cassandra, and she holds up her hand to Pike. My name is Lady Cassandra Johanna van Musel Powalski de Rollo, guardian of the Woven Stone, and currently the leader here of Whitestone.
Also, waifu as fuck. Just you know. I have a thing for Cassandra. She's
God
awesome.
damn it! Don't tell that to me while I'm voicing her, you shit.
She's a badass, and she's really hot.
Can you take me to your friends, please? As you turn around now, you see two guards are also at the door, escorting her during the time.
Certainly. I believe they should still be in the inn.
Right? Because we're.
You don't know.
No, they're back at the tavern.
They would be the last you saw him was at the tavern.
At a tavern. So I lead her back at the tavern, which is like across the street.
The rest of you, after about 2 hours, finally Mortal returns. Behind him are 2 guards, which, after conversing with the locals here, you learn to be called the Pale Guard. As well as a very finely dressed human lady with dark brown hair and just a very fancy, well-made dress.
Would I recognize her at all?
Make a intelligence check.
Pog.
You do recognize her as the sister of Percival
Frederickstein.
Shut up.
Kowalski
Percival
the
Frederick Stein von Musel Kowalski
Kowalski
de Rollo III.
Yep. Great name.
I bow my head and say, Lady Dorolo?
Please. No need for formalities. You are friends with a Pike, yes?
Ooh. DM.
Yes.
I don't know, do I?
You remember... Oh, fuck. No, you don't.
I look a little confused and look at Mortal.
I look over to you like, yeah.
I look
we're just-
very confused and look
Yeah,
at Mortal.
I'm like, we just spent like an afternoon together, kind of thing. Like, at least I have, and you guys were in the shop while we met her. So, like, what the fuck? I say, we met Pike today, and she seems like a very nice person.
I see. Well, if I could ask you all to please join me in the castle, Whitestone Castle. I actually do have a favor I'd like to ask of you, as you do come at the recommendation of Pike herself.
I nod, and I begin to follow.
I follow as well. Still slightly confused.
I would like to note for you, you were walking into Whitestone Castle.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
And my clothes are probably covered in blood.
There's some blood. There's a bunch of sand and dirt.
Yep.
It's a bit dirty, but not terrible. You've been
I forgot to do this. Actually, no, I wouldn't. Never mind.
I'm in Ranger
Cool.
getup, by the way, not
Yep,
because I took my thing off.
I've noted.
Quill, having noticed how filthy Mortal is, casts Prestidigitation on to clean him up.
All right. Casting it twice. Once to get him wet, the second to clean him off. Faye, however, is looking quite nice. Not like a lady of lordship, however, not of typical Commonwealth with her current outfit.
And then we have us.
Looking good.
After a half an hour walk from the square to Whitestone Castle, you are led in the front gates, where you see various guards patrolling in formation as well as training. Loud bangs continuously going off near the back, though you're not quite sure what that is.
About what time is it?
It would be about 2:30 now.
Got it.
Walking in, she leads you to a nice seating room. You all sit down. A lady in it looks to be a uniform, likely works as a maid of sort here, walks in and pours each of you a cup of tea. Walks away again. Of lately, Whitestone has been. I gotta fucking turn this down.
Yeah, it's pretty loud.
Of late, Whitestone has had a bit of a problem within the Parchwood timberlands that surround Whitestone here. Our borders are being constantly berated by skeletal centaurs. We're not quite sure what's causing this. I have sent letters to various centaur tribes, and I do know that they are holding a concord of sorts to discuss the matter. However, they had requested that I send a representative as well as some security, as they are under threat from orc raiders in the area of their worship. I had hoped I could get Vox Machina, however, unfortunately I do not know where most of them are, and Pike and Grog, who are within the city, are occupied with their own endeavors. Pike, however, recommended all of you, and so I hope I could ask for your help, and if there's anything I can do in return to you, please let me know.
I say to her, well, that is most gracious of you. My friends and I, did encounter some of these centaurs that you mentioned.
At that, Nim is kind of having like 1,000-yard stare at his tea at the mention of the centaurs again.
In the arms. It's fucking flashbacks,
continue on.
non-flashbacks.
We don't have much left long in the session.
So he's
They were quite formidable. But I think we can manage. If, of course, we are prepared. What is it exactly you want us to do?
Well, you will be going as my personal representative towards their concord. It will be a gathering of various centaur tribe leaders. Per their laws, they will be on their own and without as a sign of peace. As such, they do need protection, as orc raiders have been very frequent in the area, as they quite despise these centaurs. For various religious reasons, I assure you. As such, you'll be not only acting as a representative for myself and Whitestone, but also as protection for them.
I understand.
I'll go to the group. If there's any other anything else that anyone would like to say? Expectingly, like
1,000-yard stare.
great. Lots
Terrible
of talkers.
sniper rifle in Destiny.
Lots of talkers. I guess I'm the talker of the group. That's fine. Yeah, make the dumb turtle man talk to NPCs always.
What's your charisma?
The same as others.
So I say to her,
So for this job, I would expect it to be at least somewhat recompensed for our time.
But of course, I will ensure that you have travel there, as it is at the past the crossroads, from my understanding. I will arrange travel there and on us. Any payment that you wish to discuss, and if there's, of course, since this is a personal favor for myself, if there's any favors I can do for you, please just let me know. You get a sense that she's had similar conversations like this 1,000 times over.
right, okay. I'm going to say, to her. You seem like a woman that knows a lot. Have you ever heard of the name Runarak before?
I didn't expect this to come up here. Okay.
She said anything we wanted, and that is my goal. So yeah.
You did. I've been fucking waiting so long to say this shit. Runava. Is that by chance Dwarven?
It is.
I myself am not familiar with too many dwarves. I do have some contacts in Amman who may be able to get you to the Craghammer, though.
That would be most helpful. That would help me. I'm not sure if the rest of my party is okay with just that deal. I look again to the party for any input.
Quill straightens up at the mention of Craghammer.
I, for one, am normally one who prefers financial compensation for my work.
But of course, how does 50 platinum sound?
Oh! I nod.
Faye speaks up. Yes, please. Excellent. I will begin to write this down. She begins to write on a. Oh yes. Before I forget, what is your group's name? I'm scared of the question.
Brushy. Fucking.
Still
What?
not dead.
Or S&D, for short.
I'm going to look at them both. Like, what the fuck are you saying?
It's better than the shits. Concerned. Still not that.
I see. I'll just put that you're friends of mine.
We're very reliable.
Very unsure if you're joking or not, and with the company she has kept in the recent times, she's kind of just brushing it off, thinking
She's a businesswoman. She does not have time for jokes.
That's
She's-
actually Quill, right? By the way, we're very reliable. That's in character?
Oh no, I know.
The name
I'm
is
sure you are.
the name is very literal, as we are still very much
If
alive.
I could make some an advice, for the name of your group, it should be more of a name than a statement.
I look at I look at her, kind of like quizzically, like I don't understand what you mean. Like I get that look, like I don't know the difference between a name or a statement.
Perhaps something you've done, or a combination of two words.
We have not died.
Yet.
So we are still not dead.
It's a work in progress. And she rolls up the paper and drips hot wax onto it, stamping it with the seal of Whitestone.
So she said 50 platinum for all of us?
The entire group, yes.
Okay. Great. And potential information or way to get us to...
She will arrange for the transportation to and from, or whatever.
Okay.
She hands you the parchment now sealed with the Derolo crest. So just present this when you get there. You will be heading towards the art cart. own holy land, what is considered as his holy land. It's next to the Silvercut Crossroads and Kamal on the other side of the Iron Seat Ridge.
How do you spell that? The Uncard Holy Lands.
That's not what it's called. It's a nickname.
Oh, okay.
What you are looking for is called the Throne of.
You cut out.
Next to the Ivy Heart Thicket, and just on the other side of the Iron Seat Ridge.
Right, but you cut out, so I did not hear what you said.
Oh, it's a nickname of the area.
Right. Could you repeat exactly what we're looking for? Because you cut out.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
You were heading towards and looking for the Throne of the Ark Heart. On the other
Throne
side
of the Ark Heart?
Yes.
Okay.
As on the other side of the Iron Seat Ridge Mountains, and directly adjacent from the Silvercut Crossroad. I will arrange some war horses for you to take.
Pog?
Consider this a gift from myself for the time being. Upon returning, I will give you your payment, and I will make contact with those I know in Amman to see if I can get you to Craghammer and possibly closer to this individual you seek. Nim, you do know about the crossroads. It being in the center of Tal'Dorei is almost the perfect distance between every major city, including Craghammer, Iman, Whitestone, Westrun, and Singorn.
Mm-hmm.
Singorn being the Elven capital.
Got it.
I thank you for your willingness to help. Hopefully we are able to get this situation sorted out as quickly as possible.
I nod.
If you'll excuse me, I do have some work left over I must attend to. I'm afraid Gilmore is rather impatient. Have a great day.
You as well.
And she leaves the room. You to your own devices, and I think we shall call it there for.
Pog.
All right.
Pog.
So some stuff is coming together now. Things are happening. I knocked 20 of you out again.
Yeah.
I'm just beating all of you up the last 2 weeks.
It's fine. Still not dead.
Still not dead.
Mm-hmm.
You guys really need to work on that.
We really need to work on a name.
I think it's a fine name.
Yeah. What's wrong with it?
God damn it.
Still not dead.
See, that's why you wait until an authority figure asks what your party name is. You don't just give some uppity innkeeper your party to reveal. It's not fun. Who cares what they think? Now, like, a lady, there's somebody to make instantly regret their choices of hiring you.
Not any lady. Good. Lady Cassandra.
Yes.
Yeah. Very good.
Always shake the noble's faith in the party.
She's dealt with grog.
I was about to say, yeah.
Fair
on
enough.
a near daily basis.
And her brother. And,
I mean, her brother's not so bad.
Her brother's not.
In her eyes.
And also watching her entire family get slaughtered.
Okay, let's not bring
You
up
know, yeah.
Sephiroth. Come on now. So I've let a few things slip. I hope certain individuals see their little story hints. And tips and mine. I was so happy I got one of you separated for the fucking future reading. That was entertaining. I could hear the sweat drop.
I don't know what a changeling is. Smile.
Yeah,
that was
I hope
basically our kobolds in a coat thing.
I hope Pike I hope Pike is in the bakery picking up the beans that she spilled.
It's fine. He doesn't remember the. Oh wait, no, he remembers.
No,
that.
I
He
do.
remembers
that.
I just don't know what I don't know what she meant by that.
Nope.
'Cause I don't know what a changeling is. So.
Because fucking wise as fuck.
Because wise as fuck, smart as below average.
Oh yeah.
So once again, next week will be a battle royale, which should be interesting to say the least. Thank you all for showing up and continuing on this adventure. I hope you are enjoying it as much as I am going through it with you guys.
Oh hell yeah, I am. This is great.
Yep.
So, just as a thing, I totally forgot that. I forgot about Stag and